Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to Football for Lunch today. Here come your River Falls Wildcats out of the chute. They caught us a little bit by surprise there. I'm Kevin Westhouse, joined by Jeff Johnson from Raver Field at David Smith Stadium on the campus of the University of Wisconsin, River Falls. It's makeup football this afternoon. Storms rolled through last night, postponed this one, and then DC Everest from down in the Schofield area near Wausau, Wisconsin, made the trip over this morning. And here we are, midday on the campus, University of Wisconsin, River Falls, for some noon football. How are you, Jeff?
Much better weather tonight, or this afternoon, Kevin, than we saw last night.
It's
that's for
gorgeous,
sure.
isn't it? It's really nice.
I don't see any tornadoes in the sky or anything like that.
No, yeah, and for those of you just tuning in, there was tornadoes in the area last night. So those are gone. There is a few wispy clouds. It's about 80 degrees, and it's a good weather for football.
Yeah, very rare. In fact, I can't even think of one in the past, Kevin, a very rare Friday, weekday afternoon football game. So
yeah, it's been a while for this, right?
Yeah.
Are they going to let the kids out of school or what?
Yeah, it's a good thing there's no school. Starts on Tuesday, so should be a good afternoon. Crowd filing in here at David Smith Stadium, and couldn't ask for a better day.
Boy, is it gorgeous. Just moments away from our national anthem. Kids are lined up there. Chris Larson down field side with the camera again today. Hope he brought his SPF 50. He might need it.
He will. He's got a hat down there, I see. So, yep, he's giving the thumbs up. So he's in good shape. Boy,
that shot he gets on the national anthem going down the line, there's grandparents getting chills up their spine when they see that. That's a cool shot.
Yeah, and I like the tradition of all the kids lining up by their number. So
that's what that is. That's good inside information.
Yep, they've been doing that for a few years now, and that's how mom and dad, grandma and grandpa can see their kids.
Yes. So speaking of grandparents, Will Johnson's on. Punta Gorda Will. They had to cancel the golf, maybe the VFW trip this afternoon. I don't know, but he's on.
You don't say, huh?
He's
wow.
on.
Yeah.
He's on.
Unusual to see him.
He's on.
Hi, Pops. Great to see you. Thanks for tuning in.
John Parsons says, beautiful day for football. Welcome, John. It is the 1-0 River Falls Wildcats versus the 0-1 DC Everest Evergreens. And now your public address announcer.
And you are River Falls Wildcats.
Hey, Tom.
Sun-drenched crowd here this afternoon at David Smith Stadium.
Please help foster the spirit of good sportsmanship by appreciating the efforts of both teams, the coaches, and the officials in today's contest in a positive manner. Also, be reminded that state law prohibits the use of tobacco products in an area used by public schools. This includes the parking lot. Finally, if you need any assistance at today's game, event supervisors are around the stadium. At the conclusion of the game, we also have fans.
Left my Chesterfield no filters. I was going to bring them too.
Now, to honor American, those defending our freedoms, we ask those who are able to do so, please stand.
That's a weekly joke now.
Yeah, it is.
Hand of our hearts, face flag at the south end of the field, and join River Falls High School junior Elizabeth Ballargen with our national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets regular, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Well, good afternoon again, everybody, and welcome to David Smith Stadium on the campus of the University of Wisconsin, River Falls. It's non-conference football. Today, it's your River Falls Wildcats hosting the DC Everest Evergreens. Beautiful afternoon for football, and now your starting lineups. Let's bring it back over to the public address announcer.
The DC Everest Evergreens.
Are we getting the defense starters today for River Falls, maybe?
Looks like offense.
Oh, it is offense. I see some smaller numbers. Here we go. Let's take it on down to the field.
Number 0, wide receiver, Charlie Burke. Number 4, tight end, Eli Johnson.
Eli Johnson.
Number 10, wide receiver, Dustin Johnson. Number 12, quarterback, Tino Massa.
Tino Massa.
Number 17, wide receiver, Mason Novak.
So good.
Number 21, running back, Joseph Terzak.
Last week's garage, gridiron grinder.
Number 50, offensive lineman, Connie Raymond.
Many years since you and I've been down there.
Number 51, offensive lineman,
I'll be out there again tonight. I referee.
Number 53,
I'm over at Baldwin
offensive lineman,
tonight.
Brooks Rivard.
Brooks Rivard back in the starting lineup.
Number 63,
Baldwin
offensive lineman, Ruben Clicker.
No, they were supposed to play tomorrow tonight.
Oh,
And number 75, offensive lineman,
Sam
Sam Simpson.
Simpson.
Some that played,
The rest of the Wildcats,
some
under
that
direction
are going
of
to play
head coach
tonight.
Ryan
Well,
Shears.
I tell you one thing right now. If I was a parent and my kid played last
Zip.
night, I'd be... Nobody should...
We got to move that. We got to move that over here or something.
yep.
So I'm gonna do a little housekeeping. Jeff, you take us right here. I'm gonna go move our on-field mic. Hold on.
Sounds good. Yeah, we'll kind of go through what happened last week, Kevin. The Wildcats season opener at Wisconsin Rapids, kind of our traditional season opening game right now. Won at Rapids by a score of 44-21. The offense was led by quarterback junior Tino Massa, who was 15 of 18, 227 yards, 2 touchdowns for the Cats. Like Kevin mentioned earlier, the Garage Bikes and Brews gridiron grinder of the game was junior running back Joe Tarasavage. He had 132 yards rushing, 21 yards receiving, and 3 touchdowns for the Wildcats. So DC Everest coming into the game 0-1. They had a really difficult opening game, losing at the second-ranked team in the state of Wisconsin, one above River Falls. That's Rice Lake, by a score of 44-17. The game was very, very close at halftime. Rice Lake pulled away. Expect a very difficult opponent here, Kevin, this afternoon in DC Everest. Much bigger school, 1,800 kids compared to about 1,100 for the Wildcats.
Back deep is Nevin Poppy on the far side and Blake Bankstrom here on the near side for the DC Everest Evergreens.
A little note about Blake Bankston. He is a former River Falls resident, played in the youth football program here before the family moved to the Wausau area when he got into middle school, I believe.
Kevin Kerfell, he's ready. Wildcats are ready. Let's kick this thing off. 12:03. Far side, it's gathered over there. I believe that is Nevin Poppy. He's got it. He moves it up. He's got some room. He's got the sidelines. He's got the 50 and taken out of bounds in Wildcat territory. He runs it all the way back down to the 40-yard line approximately. We'll see where they mark that, Jeff.
Yeah, no flags on the play either. Not an ideal start for the Wildcat special teams unit. They did a pretty good job last week of containing Wisconsin Rapids, but the runner that time was able to get a little bit loose, Kevin, and great field position for the Evergreens.
Nevin Poppy picking him up and laying him down on the far sidelines. Had a fresh set of getaway sticks and all the way down to the 41 and real good field position here to start the game for the Evergreens from DC Everest, which is in Schofield, Wisconsin. All right, here we go. 1st and 10. Wildcats will start out on defense. DC Everest in the white today. Wildcats in the all dark blue with white bonnets. Here we go. Quick handoff up the middle to give it to their big back. I think it's Blake Bankstrom on the run there. Handed off by quarterback Logan George.
Tackled by number 44, Riley Oosgaard that time. Evergreen offense, very diversified. They will put the ball up in the air. Logan George threw 22 passes last week for almost 300 yards and a touchdown. Likes to spread it out. Cohen Preby, number 6, one of the receivers. Xavier Edwards, number 1, the other one. They catch most of the passes. 3
receivers out in a tight end set here in a pistol formation for the Evergreens. Logan George, he'll go back to pass. Looking down the field, little quick out on the far side. Nice coverage over there. Is that McPherson over there, Jeff?
Yes, it was. Anthony McPherson, the junior defensive back, played a lot last year with the varsity Wildcat team. excellent wrap up there. We have third and about 5
yards.
To go.
Long 4, maybe 5. Some quick shout outs here. And the Chris Conover, welcome aboard. Corey McEwen, Chris Rhodes. The Simpsons are on again from Virginia. Welcome aboard. Caden English, Melissa Wilson, and many more. I'll get to them in a minute. 3rd and 5. More important things to deal with right now. Glad you're all here. Cowbells are in the house. Logan George. Handed off up the middle. Got some good blocking. Got first down yardage and more. Does Blake Bankstrom. He hucks it up for about 15 yards. Moves it forward. Moved the change for DC Everest. Boy, parting of the Red Seas there, huh, Jeff?
It really was. It's a big, tough offensive line for DC Everest that time. Bankston found the hole and got the first down. He's a real solid running back. He had 68 yards last week and had a big season last year for the Evergreens.
Joe Carafel says, go to work, fellas. How about right now? 1st and 10 on the 21. Back the pass, heavy pressure. Eludes it out to his right. Quick throw out on the field. Finds his Blake Bankstrom back underneath. Like you said, Jeff, he had a few catches last week. There's another one for Bankstrom there. Not only runs the ball, but has good hands as well for DC Everest.
Yeah, good. The initial penetration that time was by number 91, Austin Stelright. George moved a little bit to his right, found the receiver, Bankston, the running back, and good tackle that time by Charlie Lesh.
Let's call it 2nd and 7 now for DC Everest. They're in the Wildcat red zone here in their first possession after a big kickoff return. Handoff up the middle again. I like what you saw there. Go right back to that. That might have been Corbin Ensroth on the carry there. Number 2, I believe. You can double check that.
Brady Stavinoa with the tackle, the senior defensive lineman. We're at about 3rd and 2.
3rd and 2, definitely 4-down territory here, I would guess. Into the game for DC Everest. I had 28, but I don't see him on my card. Split out here to the near side, Xavier Edwards. Let's keep an eye on him along with Cohen Creeby. Bankston's got it. He goes to the, the Bankston on the far side. He's got it all the way down to about the 4-yard line. Nothing fancy there, just a handoff, inside handoff to Bankston, who goes around the right end and takes it all the way down to the 4. 1st and goal for DC Everest.
They haven't done anything fancy yet, Kevin.
No.
We've had a lot of runs up the middle, some runs off tackle, and Bankston doing a good job of making the right decision. And we're 1st and goal for the Evergreens.
Kerry Salber says, good luck, Evergreens. Welcome aboard. 1st and goal.
Power left.
Logan George. Handed off again, right back up the middle, going to what works. He makes it to the promised land, and the Evergreens are up 6-0 here in the early going. Blake Bankstrom bangs it ahead for 4 yards and right to pay dirt. Boy, they must have some matchups you like there because they ran it right down the throat of the Wildcats on that series.
They do. We'll give some shout-outs as the game goes on to the Evergreen offensive line, but they have some big players up there. They have multiple players in the high 200-pound range.
Well, they've won those battles there in that early going. Wildcats have to make some adjustments. Hey, welcome, Principal Kit Lutke, heading on down to Madison. Going for 2, rolls right, looks, he's going to keep, trying to head it to the promised land. He makes it, and Logan George converts a 2-point conversion for the DC Everest Evergreens, and everything right here to start this game for DC Everest.
Yeah, that 2.5-hour bus ride didn't seem to affect them at all.
No bus legs.
Right down the field. The big play, I think, Kevin, was that long kickoff return.
Set it up pretty good, didn't it?
To get things started, but Wildcats are going to have to counter. Now, they were behind last week, 7-0, as you recall, so they've been here before, but
yeah, they'll make some adjustments, but they just ran it right up the middle, and not really quick hitters either. They would hand it off to Bankston, and he just kind of picked his holes and then drove forward with his light lower body strength.
Yeah, like we talked earlier, he's a good, solid running back. Blake Bankston, the former River Falls native, and he's got him up 8-0. We'll see if the Wildcats can counter.
Vito Massa, Austin Curdy, both tuned in. Vito watching from St. Cloud. Let's go, fellas. Anthony Hengst says Fox Valley supporting the Cats. Likes that. All right, here we go. Back deep for the Cats. Is it Preston Johnson? No, it's not.
It's actually
Charlie Burke
and Charlie Lesh.
Charlie Lesh.
The two
And that
Charlies.
Watch Burke. He's fast. He's got it on the goal line, but he said his back foot was in the end zone. That's going to be a touchback. It's too bad because the Charlie Burke kid's got some serious speed, and he's always fun to watch, but his foot hit in the end zone, and in high school football, that's just a touchback. Wildcats will start 1st and 10 on their own 20.
Pretty solid kickoff for a high school kicker, Kevin. Kicked it all the way down to the end zone. He's got a bit of a wind behind him, but not terribly strong. So
now it's a light breeze out of the south, maybe 5 to 10 here this afternoon. That's our right to left. Wildcats will be going into that light breeze here on this in the first quarter. All right, here we go. Tino Massa had a real nice game last week. He's under center. Handed off. Terrace Savage moves it forward. Last week's Garage Gridiron Grinder, they moved the pile 5 yards. Nice gain on first down. 2nd and 5 after that 5-yard run.
Yeah, nothing fancy about that. We saw that play a lot last week in Rapids, Kevin, and a little more stout defensive front seven that we're seeing out of the Evergreens compared to what we saw last week.
Hello, Molly. She's tuning in from on the road. Josh Bottleson, go Cats.
3 receiver look this time, Kevin, with Preston Johnson in the slot, Novak up high, Burke down low.
Massa. Handed off, Terrace Savage, far side. He's got the edge. He's got the 30, the 35, the 40. Puts his shoulder down and gains about 15, 17 yards for Terrace Savage all the way out to the 41-yard line. Really nice run there on the edge.
It was a nice run. I like how the Wildcats kind of spread things out there a little bit with the three receiver look. Forced the Evergreen defense to respect that and ended up giving Terrace Savage a little bit more room to run.
Wildcats on a 21 yards so far on their first possession. 59 yards to the promised land here. First fresh set of downs, back to pass, quick out, far side, caught. He's got some legs. Novak, 40, 30, 25, 20. Oh, nice catch. Mason Novak on the far side. He had one guy to beat. Nice little strong pivot move, and off to the races he goes. Nice hook up there.
Sure did. Tino put it right on the money there to Mason, and as we've been talking probably for the last year plus, Mason's got exceptional hands.
Let's go look at that again right here. Let's go back, take a look at that. Oh, nice transition.
Yep,
nothing fancy on the far side, Jeff, at all.
Nothing at all.
Massa in the shotgun, just a quick hitter. Got one guy to beat, uses his speed and athleticism, and on off to the races he goes.
We're inside the red zone at least.
That's the Jen Rivard Sunshine Fund red zone. We'll get there in a second. Terrace Savage just bounces it to the outside, cuts back up the middle, gains 4 down to the 15.
Second time they've gone to that play so far this evening, or this afternoon, I should say, Kevin. Gain of about 4 yards, puts him in a pretty good second down position.
How about the Jen Rivard Sunshine Fund red zone? We have it. I think it's top shelf maybe. There it is. That's where we are right now. We're in the Jen Rivard's State Farm Insurance Sunshine Fund red zone right now. She's donating $1,000 to the Sunshine Fund end of the season. Quick handoff. Terrace Savage following his big blockers up the middle. Moving towards first down yardage. First and goal for the Wildcats down to the 8. Get in behind the bigs. How about you get in behind big old number 75, Sam Simpson?
Sam Simpson, left tackle, only a junior. He's been offered both by Wisconsin, Kansas, along with some others. He's got some friends there too, Kevin. We have Brooks Rivard on the. He's playing left guard. Connor Bamman at center. Right tackle this afternoon is Griffin Klecker, and we'll get to the rest here in a second.
I think Sam Simpson's going to be on the sidelines of the Wisconsin Badger football game tonight.
Tonight.
Oh. Outside, Terrace Savage headed towards the pay dirt. Put 6 on the board for the River Falls Wildcats. Joseph Terrace Savage with a nice run for the Wildcats, and it's 8-6. Wow, what a statement drive there, Jeff.
Absolutely. The big play obviously was the pass to Novak, that little pass out in the flat, but good job by the Wildcat offensive line. The one I neglected to mention, Vince Anderson playing right guard today, and Carafel is in for the extra point to cut it to 1.
The holder is Ryan O'Keefe. The hold is down. The kick is up. It looks good, and it is banged right through. And sophomore Gavin Carafel puts another one on the board for the River Falls Wildcats to make it 8-7 with 6:25 to go here in quarter one. Maybe we should go thank one of our sponsors, First National Bank of River Falls. We got a whole bevy. Just pick a new one. Let's go. See what we got.
Locally rooted and proudly running for 120 years, the First National Bank of River Falls consistently supports the community through donations and volunteer initiatives. First National Bank of River Falls, serving up big bank services with a small town charm.
Thank you, First National Bank of River Falls. That one I think we saw last week. We have 3 other brand new ones teed up, though.
We do?
Yeah, you do. I got them sent over to me, and they're pretty good.
I haven't seen any of them, Kevin.
Well, you're gonna. They're premiering.
I'll see them for the first time.
So the bank president's going to get it premiered to him, just like the rest of the planet Earth here a little bit later in the game. They're good, though. I looked at them. I'm like, those are impressive.
Sure. Yeah, I'm sure they're great.
So, First National Bank of River Falls, proud sponsors of everything Wildcat Sport, right here on the River Falls Sports YouTube network. Carafel, speaking of nice boots into the wind, Are you kidding me? That hit in the end zone and then out of the end zone.
Much stronger leg this season by Gavin Carafel. We talked about that last week as well. Don't recall too many kickoffs last year hitting the end zone, and that one was deep in the end zone.
Into the wind as well. Hey, Caden English says this stream is just amazing with the replays and everything else. It's like watching college football. Great job. So, hey, thanks for the kind shout out. That's Braden Engstrom over here working the production this afternoon. Chris Larson is down in the field cam. The artist Rob Derry up here bringing you those pictures. Jeff Johnson on color, and I'm Kevin Westhouse. Thanks for being here. Hello, Scott Mann, Southeastern Tennessee. Glad to have you here mid-afternoon. Handoff near side, gets the edge, missed tackles. Still going, and nice, really tough run there by Blake Bengstrom. Boy, there was about 4 different contacts there, Jeff. Just couldn't bring the square kid down.
We did. We have a player, Preston Johnson with the tackle. We have a player slow to get up here. Looks like that's number 34, Logan Gore. We don't need that. We're a little thin on our defensive line right now with Lincoln McCarty not playing till later in the season, and we definitely need Logan out there.
Hey, we maybe, with this injury, maybe we have a time to go thank Hudson Physicians. I think I have them. Let me see, right up. Right there. Let's go. We have a new sponsor, Hudson Physicians, and I even have a read for them. They just wanted to get in on some of the action. And Hudson Physicians, the official sports medicine provider of the River Falls Wildcats. Stop in one of our 3 convenient locations for urgent care, walk-ins, and scheduled appointments. Our Hudson Clinic is open 365 days a year and provides same-day access to experts in orthopedics and primary care. Hudson's Physicians, a better way to be treated. Thank you, Hudson Physicians, for stepping up and wanting to be part of this. I know Tina Monopit, the local trainer, she's part of that group as well.
And she's taking care of Logan Gore right now. And I'm not a Hudson physician, but it definitely looks like it might be an ankle.
1st and 10, fresh set of downs for the Everest Evergreens. Screen, fair side. He had good pressure in the backfield. Really made Logan George have to get rid of that a little bit early, Jeff, and then falls incomplete. 2nd and 10. The first negligible play all game for DC Everest.
Yeah, that pressure was by Thade Dreyer, who I do not believe played last week. He's got a big club on his arm, as you can see right there. Good coverage that time by the right cornerback, I should say, Charlie Lesh.
Hey, Big Dog, they're on their way to Madison, too. A lot of people in the car on their way to Madison watching this game today. Glad to have you. 2nd and 10. Logan George hands it off to his big back, Blake Bankston. Bangs it up in there, spinning away, moving towards first down yardage. He has 9. It'll be 3rd and 1. That kid is a load.
Riley Uscard with the stop there that time, Kevin. You're right, he is a load. I have not seen one person bring him down yet so far this afternoon. And
yeah, especially on 1st and 2nd contact. He's ducking that off of there. 3rd and 1. Cowbells alive here by the River Falls Wildcat fans on the near side. George hands it to Bankston, cuts it back. He's got first down yardage and more. Hurdles somebody in the middle of the pile. That's a nice 10-yard gain. 10 more yards for Blake Bankston, and they move the change, and they cross the midfield stripe down to the Wildcat 46.
Yeah, we're making way too many tackles in the secondary right now, Kevin. The offensive line for the Evergreens, like we talked earlier, is doing an outstanding job of getting some good push into the Wildcat front 7.
They got some big units. At number 78, 6'3", 290.
That's good size.
1st and 10. Pistol formation again. 2 receivers out. Tight end split off the right side. Hand it off. Up the middle. Moves it forward. That's number 41 that time. That's Reed Frame giving Bankston a blow. Reed Frame, he has success, and he gains 8 on first down.
Nothing fancy at all, Kevin.
No.
It's a lot of run left, run middle, run right, and
Wildcats,
so far it's been effective.
Wildcats going to have to find an answer for this run game. And, boy, you get that going, that's going to be tough to beat a team that can run the football like that consistently.
It really is. Now, keep in mind, they threw the ball almost 30 times last week, so they're not afraid to do that either.
Logan George with an itchy trigger finger maybe, huh? Not here, though. Back to Bankston. Bangs it ahead, gets a first down, gains 3. Move the chains for the Evergreens.
Another tackle by Riley Usgard that time.
At the Wildcat 35-yard line, result of the play is a first down.
So far it's been a nice 45-yard drive for the Evergreen offense, all on the ground.
Burning a lot of clock. This reminds me of the Wildcats a couple years ago when they just run from one end to the other and take a whole quarter. Hand it off again. This time it's Bankston right. And Bankston is right and then vertical and gains 9.5 more.
Bankston with the carry. Wrapped up in number
So what
16.
do you do to answer that, Jeff? You bring another guy up in the box and then
Yeah, that's the danger of doing that, obviously, Kevin, is that you're exposing yourself to their passing game, and they do have a strong passing game. So, yeah, we need more stout defense out of the front 7. There's no doubt about that, and that's going to be a little tough with Logan Gore not in the game.
Cohen Preby split out here to the near side, along with Xavier Edwards. Back to pass, rolling, looking. Got a man in the flat. That looks like a big tight end, number 88, Cole O'Brien, with a pass and catch. Another positive yard play for DC Everest. Move the chains one more time.
If you like offensive football, I think you've come to the right place here.
Yes.
This is both teams with long drives to start out the game.
Got a shout-out request here. Sebas Drake says, hey, can I get a shout-out from my friend who's watching the game? His name is Big G Grayson Hoffman. Would make his day. Hey, Big G, welcome aboard. First and 10. Some fans are saying it's going to be a handoff. It was. Cut back, slicing, dicing, multiplying and dividing. Heads on down to the 5, another 11 yards for Bankston. It's first and goal for DC Everest.
Yeah, Blake Schneider with the tackle again in the secondary. That's way too many tackles being made outside of the front 7. And marching at the door again, the Evergreens. Got a shout out here, Kevin. John Handel, Brian Tessman, both tuning in for this game this afternoon. Welcome, boys.
Handoff up the middle. Look at him work. The kid, Bankston, he smells pay dirt. He can't quite get there. That time the Wildcats come up. I think that's number 44 for River Falls, helping out Mr. Riley Usgard.
That was Usgard and Blake Schneider also in on the tackle. Schneider did a good job of wrapping him up right around the line of scrimmage, but Bankston, 5'11", 180, but he certainly looks bigger than that from here. He just does a good job of carrying guys.
Very patient as well. Boy, he must be hitting that squat rack pretty hard, huh, Jeff?
Absolutely.
Now we got some movement, and I think it's probably in neutral zone encroachment by River Falls. Half a yard. So instead of first and goal from the 1, it's going to be first and goal from the 18-inch line.
Eli Johnson comes into the game to replace Tyler Hastings on the front 4. No sign of Logan Gore yet.
Bankston, what do you think?
That's my guess.
He's got it. Oh, almost got him in the backfield, but couldn't get wrapped up. And Blankston dives in, and another touchdown for the Everest Evergreens. And, boy, they've got it really working on the ground right now, and the Wildcats are going to have to find an answer.
Yeah, Bankston had 17 carries for 68 yards last week. He's well above 68 yards by now, I would.
He's fresher than a
Yes.
daisy, and he is running it right down the throats of the River Falls Wildcats here in Q1. Yeah, they're going to elect to kick this time. I think that Jake Staciniak kicks it up. He's got a nice leg, and he bangs that through. That would have been good from 39.
Yep, right around 39. I think he hit that right in the head. So
Yeah. That's like a long extra point. So Staciniak bangs that through and gives the DC Everest Evergreens a lead of 15-7 with $1:10 to go here in quarter one.
shout out to Mike Johnson, Kevin. Mike watching from Philadelphia. He's there watching his son Eli play on video as his daughter has a weekend volleyball series at Rider University.
So Brian Senarowski from River Falls, he's a DC Everest grad and said he'd be in the house today. Oh, yeah, Braden Engstrom, our producer, mentioned that. Yeah, Joe Stoffel, River Falls High School grad with a real nice touchdown catch on national TV last night.
Impressive.
For NDSU.
Yeah, he definitely looked like he belonged out there. You know, there was some
did.
pretty high-level talent on the football field last night.
Yeah,
and
so-
big shout-out to Joe.
Nice job, Mr. Stoffel. Doing River Falls proud. Here's a kick. This one's going to be fielded on the far side.
Lesh.
Charlie Lesh looking for a hole, cuts it back up there and moves it out to the 24.5-yard line. So Charlie Lesh with a nice return, and the Wildcats will set up shop. 1st and 10 on their own 24 is where they mark the ball officially.
24-yard line.
All offense so far, Jeff.
All offense so far. I think the good news, at least, is the Wildcats had a great drive to start out the game offensively. We had a lot of Tara Savage, and along with a nice pass to Mason Novak.
Hey, Andrew, thank you. It's Stazniak. There we go. Stazniak for the kicker. That's exactly the type of material we like. Tara Savage bounces to the outside, little stiff arm. He's got the 40, the 45, the 50. Picking him up and laying him down. 10-5 touchdown. No flags on the play. Joseph Tara Savage. Whoa, what an answer by the Wildcats there, Jeff.
76 yards just to run off the right tackle, Kevin. Got a seam, and nobody's going to catch Tara Savage out in the open field.
Oh, baby, how fun was that? Joseph Tara Savage. We'll go back and take a look at that right after this extra point. Oh, that was fun. You get knocked down, you get it back off the canvas, and you come with a haymaker right there, and it's 15-13. Wildcats are elect to go for one.
Yeah, a little early to be chasing points here, trying to
Yep.
match their two-point conversion. We've got a lot of game left.
Mr. John Madden up here in the booth. Get the points, he says. Get the points. Hold us down. The kick is up, and it is good. Hit the upright and crawled over.
Hit the crossbar, actually.
Hit the crossbar, excuse me. And it went over. It's
Yeah.
good. It's a point. And it's 15-14 with 53 seconds to go here in quarter number one. Braden, we able to go take a look at that long run again? Let's take a look at it right here, Jeff. What do you got?
Yep, here's the replay. Just a simple handoff to Tara Savage. Good blocking by the right side of the offensive line and their receiving group as well. And he's off to the races.
I think you might see that on a Leach look back highlight clip maybe tomorrow.
I think there's a good shot of that, yeah.
Yeah, we could go thank that sponsor right there. So, yeah, I'll just pump that up a little bit. Leach Insurance. That's right at the top up there. Let me see. There we go. Leach Insurance. We have what we call the Leach Insurance Look Back. And, well, that was the Leach Insurance Look Back right there. And then the replays will be sponsored by Buy Golf and Roadie Rewind. That's what that is. So Leach Insurance, nice Leach Insurance Look Back right there. And that Tara Savage 73-yard touchdown run, Jeff?
74, I believe,
74,
officially.
okay,
Tara
officially.
Savage up to 116 yards rushing already, and we're not even at the end of the first quarter.
So thank you, Steve Leach at Leach Insurance for the Leach Insurance Look Back. Return on the far side. Wildcats trying to limit the damage here, but he breaks another tackle, headed out, 40, and now steps out of bounds, luckily for the Wildcats, at about the 40-yard line on the far side. Actually, he said he stepped out on the 32. Wow, someone's going to have to figure out the tackling here, huh?
Yeah, a vicious block on the return by DC Everest knocked Max Helminiak's helmet off. Yep, ball marked at the 32.
Very fortunate for the Wildcats there. He was prancing up the far sidelines.
Bad part about that long touchdown run is it puts a very tired Wildcat defense back on the field. One play drive.
Yeah, it's hot out there today, too. I mean, it's 80 degrees, but that turf is absorbing some heat. So stay hydrated. They're just going to stick right with what's working. Hand it off up the middle. Missed blocks. Runs it ahead. That's Reed Frame this time, and Reed Frame pounds it ahead for about 25 more yards.
Yeah, that Evergreen offensive line just wearing down the Wildcat defense. They got some big boys up there, Kevin.
I see Rob Derry up here. He says, give me a set of pads. I want to go out there and make a tackle. 1st and 10, already in Wildcat territory on one play. Back to pass. They want to go quick here, looking down the field, dancing to the outside, good coverage. And that's going to be a coverage sack there. And taken down, I think that's 91, Austin Stelreich, I believe.
Yep, Stelreich with the tackle that time. Quarterback did a good job, Logan George, trying to maneuver the pocket looking for a receiver, but there was nobody open.
Yeah, so that's a cover. If it's no gain, is that a sack or not?
Yeah,
I think we'll give it.
Yeah, we'll give him a sack.
But I would say that's a coverage sack there. So, all right, that's going to do it here in quarter number 1. 1 quarter in the books here from David Smith Stadium at Raymer Field on the campus of the University of Wisconsin River Falls. It is the DC Everest Evergreens 15, the River Falls Wildcats 14. Braden, if we have a chance when you get done typing, could we go thank a few sponsors? Let's just run through them real quick here. Let's start at the beginning. Go all the way up to the – let's go to Hudson. We'll go Hudson Physicians. Want to thank them once again. Sarah Jenkins. They're bringing you the stats. Oh, sorry. Sarah Jenkins bringing you the stats tonight. Her husband, Dan Jenkins. Sarah Jenkins, she's a pro down there at Property Executives. Riverland Laser, they put the engravings on the Grinder Trophy. Let me see what else we got. Buy Golf and Roadie. Next day rewind. So tomorrow, Buy Golf and Roadie, when you see the YouTube shorts and the Instagrams and the other full game highlights, that'll be brought to you by Buy Golf and Roadie for the next day rewind from Buy Golf and Roadie. And then, of course, First National Bank of River Falls. Proud sponsors of everything Wildcat Sport right here on the River Falls Sports YouTube network. Back to the action. We'll get some stats for you, too, potentially, huh?
Yes, sir.
Oh, nice penetration in the backfield. There we go. The Iowa recruit right there. Eli Johnson says, I'll have some of that. And that's the first negative play of the game for the DC Everest Evergreens.
Yeah, Eli kind of blew that play up, and Austin Stelreich came in to mop it up at the end. Eli's big presence in the backfield caused Bankston to suffer a loss. Like you said, first one of the game.
3rd and 14. That's the first one of those this game. Now we're going to see Logan George's arm here. He's going to roll out his left, hucks it down the field, and that's incomplete on the far side. Good coverage. Who had that coverage over there?
Coverage that time by number 16, Cal Usgard.
Usgard right there. He was kind of behind him, but he did a nice job knocking that ball free after he got his hands on it.
Did a good job of getting his hand in there. Receiver was much taller, but that's our first stop of the game. I think, assuming they punt.
Assuming they punt here, they're in Wildcat territory, but it's 4th and 14. Preston Johnson back deep, standing on his own 10. And it looks like DC Everest is going to punt it away. Good stop there by River Falls. Rugby-style kick. It's a low squibber. He might want to get away from that. And it's going to roll. It was low, but actually kind of effective, and it's touchdown at about the 11-yard line. Is where the Wildcats will set up shop. 1st and 10 here for their first possession in quarter number 2.
Some first quarter stats. Tino
please.
Massa, he's only thrown the ball one time, but it was a completion for 40 yards to Mason Novak. Other than that, we've had Joe Tarasavich, 6 carries for 116 yards, and he's got both touchdowns. Defensively, several players with 3 tackles, including Anthony McPherson, Riley Usgard, Blake Schneider with 4. so on and so forth. So Wildcats will take over, trying to take the lead for the first time today.
Under center is Tino Massa. Hand it off up the middle, spin move there. Tara Savage, he's been their workhorse thus far. He's done all their work, and it's all been good work there. And another 5 yards for Joseph Tarasavich. Last week's garage gridiron grinder of the game, the whiteboard. We just kind of have an unwritten rule here in the regular season. We're not going to give that award away to the same player multiple times. I mean, he'd be at the top of the board right now, but the whiteboard below his name is pretty empty.
It's really empty, so lots of opportunities for players to earn that award.
Tarasavich again, he's initial contact, breaks initial contact, and then moves it forward a couple. It'll be 3rd and short. Let's call it 3rd and 3 for River Falls.
Kind of a big play coming up here early in the game. It would be nice for the Wildcats to control the ball for at least a few minutes to get that defense some rest, because they were out in the field most of the first quarter.
I agree. Tino Massa gets his play called. Let's see if they get Tarasavich in behind the bigs on this left side of this line. You've got Simpson and Eli Johnson. And now we got an offsides here. I think that's on number 85.
Yes, it is.
And 85 is not on the bingo
or 95,
card. 95
was
it? Okay, it's Nico Kleinschmidt jumps into the neutral zone, and that's just what the doctor ordered for River Falls there. Yeah, I was just going to comment on that left side of that line. So you have Eli Johnson going to Iowa, and then Sam Simpson right next to him, the 300-pounder, potentially going to a Big Ten school as well. That's a pretty mean force over there.
You should be able to get a couple of yards running behind those two.
I would guess.
Student section making themselves known here today.
The old you can't do that. 1st and 10, first set of downs. Right to your wish, Jeff. They got it. Massa under center. Play action. Rolling out to his right. Looking. Got a crossing route to Eli Johnson, the big unit. Nice pass. Really nice catch by Eli. Got his hands out in front of him. Made the catch. Brought the ball in and then traversed forward for a first down.
Yeah, not bad coverage that time by the Evergreen defense. They followed Eli out of the formation, but good job by Tino putting it right on him, and Eli's tough to bring down himself by just one defender.
Small thing there, maybe not so small, but boy, Massa's got a real nice arm. Just threw that dart right to Eli, hit him right in stride.
Very accurate too.
Mm-hmm.
Seems to make the right reads. Got a 3-receiver look in here again this time. We'll see if they run out of it like they did last time.
They don't. Quick route. That was headed towards Preston Johnson. Just out in front of him a little bit. Preston did a little bit of a stop route, and Tino just led him a little bit there, Jeff. Maybe a little like mix-up on the pattern there, maybe?
That's what I would guess. I'm not sure whose fault that was. We'll find out when I get home later. But
yeah, it was kind of a stop route for Preston, and maybe Eli threw it like maybe he was going to step into that seam and just a little bit more there. No, they'll get that worked out. 2nd and 10.
Could have been a big play if they would have had their signals put together, because he did have a step on him.
Yeah, and then it's just off to the races. Safety was up there. All right, 3 receivers split up. We're going to have a timeout on the field. Do we have any replays to go back and look at? Recent ones or not? Anything from this drive? No? Okay. Let's go look at one of the second new video from First National Bank at River Falls. Here we go, Jeff. Thank you, First National Bank of River Falls, over there in Prescott, downtown River Falls, and on the campus of the University of Wisconsin, River Falls. I want to say hello to everybody this afternoon. Good to see you. Chris Larson down there getting those nice, fine field shots, giving us the shot up in the booth. Thank you, Chris, for all you do on the field. Stay hydrated down there, my friend.
Kevin, we had 12 men on the field for that last play, which caused the timeout by the Wildcats.
Well, good catch by some coach there. 2nd down and 10. Pistol formation, Massa back to pass again. Going for the home run ball, and nobody there. Looked like Novak got a little tied up maybe by number 11, Silas Weber. Maybe got their feet crossed and just couldn't get past him, but had looking for the home run ball.
I think that's exactly what happened. They were looking for the deep ball, and you're not going to usually see that called in a high school football game.
Wildcat volleyball 2-0 at the Menominee Sprawl. On break, eating lunch, watching our broadcast. Welcome aboard River Falls Varsity Volleyball Club. Nice start. 3rd and 10 now for River Falls. Nose of the ball rests on the 34-yard line. I'd say pass time again here. Let's see if we can get somebody in behind that defense.
Eli Johnson split left in the slot.
Cal Dumond was in motion. Now back to pass, looking. Going for the home run ball. Eli Johnson caught! What a catch! Eli Johnson, money right now. But oh, what a pass by Tino Massa. Put it right on him,
Heck
Jeff.
of a pass. You couldn't have thrown the ball any better. Dropped it right in there. All Eli had to do was run under it and catch it.
Let's go back. Look at that right now. Why not? We got 1 second here as they come to the line. Jeff.
Yeah, Tino did a really good job staying in the pocket, not getting rattled. They had some pass rushing on him and just dropped it right in there.
Nice catch. Nice pass, nice catch. Fun. Good stuff. Somebody find the clap emojis on that. Now the Wildcats get down into Evergreen territory. They're on the 35 yards to go to the promised land. Two-back set. Massa under center. Pitch it out. Far side. Massa taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain. Haven't said that too often for either side tonight, but that time the Evergreens sniffed that out and maybe a loss of a half a yard.
Yeah, that was Thor Fowler, number 0, getting in the backfield and making the hit immediately for a loss, and he came up hobbled and limped off the field. Looks like another ankle.
Who came off the field a little hobbled up there?
Thor Fowler, the person who made the tackle
for
the Evergreens.
Yep. Okay, I was looking at it. I'm like, I don't see anybody on the bench now.
Nope. 3 receiver look again this time.
Massa, back the pass, crossing route. Got Johnson! Preston Johnson! 10-5! Touchdown! River Falls Wildcats. Preston Johnson! Massa, Johnson, crossing route, 6! Oh, how fun was that, Jeff?
Yeah, for me it was, for sure, for sure. I think that's the same play they were trying to run last time, Kevin, and they definitely got their signals put together this time.
That time they hit it. They hit it. Boy, Massa, I like the kid's arm. It's nice.
Very, very accurate. And good catch by PJ and ran it in.
PJ with nice sheds a tackle. The kick is up, and it is no good. Wide right. So we missed the extra point there. Gavin Carafelt kicks that one wide right. And with 7:46 to go till the half, it's the River Falls Wildcats 20. The DC Everest Evergreens 15. Let's go back and take a look at that one more time, Jeff.
Yeah, there's Preston on the lower end there.
Beautiful
pass and just broke one tackle. And, it was kind of the same formation defensively as before. They did not have a safety back, and all Preston had to do was beat one guy, which he did.
I like the fist pump in the end zone. All jacked up on a case of Mountain Dew after that pass and catch. That a baby. He was a great guest the other night at our River Falls coaches show, football coaches show. Did a great job. So all 3 of them did. Eli Johnson, Preston Johnson, and Lincoln McCarty. Hey, who we learned might be back in a few weeks.
We might be. So, I enjoyed your question, Kevin, about the brother rankings.
Right,
had some real good conversation at home about
I did.
that.
I saw you and your wife both hold your breath on that.
Yeah, he had him right, though.
He did, right. I heard the one on the bottom, though, was easy to predict that week.
Yeah, this week it is.
Mishap at the Johnson house, I heard maybe.
Yep.
Oh, what a kick there. That time he's not afraid to use his leg. That's fielded down in the 10 by Nevin Poppy. Moves it out, and that time Poppy's taken down by the number 15 for the Wildcats, Rico Alboras.
Heck of an open field tackle then by Rico Alboras. Certainly not the biggest player on the Wildcat special teams, but that's textbook right there. That's what that's called. Beautiful wrap up, and it gives the Evergreens the ball pretty deep in their own territory at their own 23-yard line.
Hey, John Fry, he's on from down in Evansville. I got the best package in the mail from John Fry yesterday. I got a box from John. During the baseball broadcast, we always kind of have this thing that we have an organist up in the booth. I'll tell you after this. 1st and 10. Handoff to their big back. Wildcats get a little stiffer on the front line, gain of 2. So we always joke that Nancy Faust, the organist, she's a Chicago White Sox organist for 41 years. We always joke she's up in the booth with us. Well, he went to a Beloit Sky Carp game, and she's playing there. And he tells her the story about how we talked to her, and she gave an autographed baseball from Nancy Faust. It came in the mail yesterday from our full organist. Nancy Faust is actually a real person. And so thanks, John Fry, for doing that. There's quite a story behind that whole deal. Sky Carp.
We should add the organist to our broadcast somehow.
We should. Yeah. Crossing route. Oh, that good coverage out there. You know who was lurking on that? Was Charlie Lesh was lurking.
Charlie's done a good job so far this afternoon on defense. He's had 3 good plays on defense. They've tried to throw at him, and nothing doing, says Charlie. Another third and long here. It'd be nice to see if the Wildcat defense can get off the field again.
Josh Kluge, he says Mason's accuracy and arm look really good. I have to agree with that. 3rd and 8. Cowbells alive here on the parents and student section side. More cowbell, please. Back to pass. Far side. Got a man. Oh, just behind the intended receiver, Cohen Preby. Wow, he was going to be off to the races, Jeff, if that's 2 more feet in front of him.
Yeah, Preby, he's their big target for sure. The quarterback threw it just behind him a little bit. Cohen Preby, 6'1", 170. Looks bigger than that.
Boy, I thought that was going to go for 6 and just behind him.
I did too.
So the Wildcats hold again. They've kind of figured their defense out. Somebody has kicked the water cooler over there and woke them up, I guess. 4th and 8. Preston Johnson back deep, rolling out. That's a high, wobbly kick. Johnson's going to field it, hits his fingers. You might want to jump on that and lay down. Get to it, and he's not going to.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, I heard, and that's going to be I think they're still unfurling. Evergreens say they got it, and they do. So, a wobbly kick. Johnson tried to go back and make an over-the-shoulder catch on it and hits his fingertips, gets away from him, and then it was a scrum for the football. The DC Evergreens get it on their own 16. That's unfortunate.
Flips the field for sure right now. The Wildcats had all the momentum, and like we talk every week, turnovers are generally the story in high school football, especially against teams that are pretty evenly matched like these two seem to be.
I think back like 6 years ago when head coach David Crail at the time, he'd put nobody back there to field those. He said just punt them and we'll take it wherever it falls.
I remember that.
Yeah, it's pretty safe.
Mm-hmm.
All right, with that timeout, let's go thank our sponsors again real quickly. Why don't we go to Hudson's Physicians one more time and just give them a little shout out. Hudson Physicians, the official sports medicine provider of the River Falls Wildcats. Stop in one of their 3 convenient locations for urgent care, walk-ins, and scheduled appointments. Their Hudson Clinic is open 365 days a year and provides same-day access to experts in orthopedics and primary care. Hudson Physicians, a better way to be treated. Thank you, Hudson Physicians. What else we got teed up? We got a second here.
Can I give a shout out to
please do.
I want to give a shout out to the River Falls High School Athletic Booster Club. Their membership drive starts on Sunday, September 1st. The Booster Club,
This air is good.
for the last several years, has been able to grant over $50,000 each year to the River Falls High School Athletic Program. All 22 boys and girls teams at the high school have benefited from the High School Booster Club. If you'd like to sign up, the membership will be open on Sunday, September 1st. Check out their website, River Falls High School Athletic Booster Club.
So what's the magic number today that's going to get it done? Is it 40, Jeff?
Yeah, it might be 40. You picked it last week, so you're the one that should call that.
I think 40. It's feeling like a 40 might get it done. Handoff. That one goes right up the middle to Frame, and he's in. Boy, that was quick, huh?
Untouched that time.
Reed Frame frames it up and prances in one play, and the Evergreens retake the lead. Wow.
Yeah.
That was a turn of events.
Big turnover, obviously, on the punt return, and led to 6 points for the Evergreens. who now are back in front, 21-20.
Looks like they're going to go for two here, swinging gate formation. Now they're just going to go for one. They'll shut the gate, and they're going to take the kick.
Watch the fake!
Watch the fake, somebody says.
Jake Stasiak. Stasiak's back there. Hold is down. The kick is up, and Stasiak's got a really nice leg. Holy buckets. Kid bangs that through. And it is 22-20 now in the favor of DC Everest with 6:43 to go till the half.
We're in the midst of a shootout for sure, Kevin.
This
Wildcats will have at least one more possession to end the first half. They do get the ball to start the second half, so that's
good.
That's a plus.
Can we go back and thank a couple more sponsors? Let's thank Sarah Jenkins. She just brings us our stats. Her husband actually brings us her stats. She gets all the credit, but that's the way that works. Sarah Jenkins with Property Executives Real Estate, 612-703-3944. She's a pro.
What kind of student section do we have over there, Kevin? Decent?
It is. It's
Yeah.
beach. It's beach day today too down there in the student section. I see a lot of beach wear. It's a beach day today.
Yeah, whoever came up with that theme.
That was pretty good
Right on
today.
the money.
Yes, they are. Hey, Cheryl, Grandma Cookie is watching in Franklin, Tennessee.
Get out of bounds. Yep.
And that's out of bounds. And the Wildcats will get it, I think, on the 35, I believe. The only reason I know that, I was watching a high school game last night, West De Pere and Kaukauna, which was an excellent game.
That was a shootout, too. Watched a little bit of that as well.
Did you see how that ended?
Yeah, where the guy took the long pass. And
So, yeah, Kaukauna went ahead with like a minute left. West De Pere threw a pass. Guy caught it on the 20. He was going to prance in to go ahead for the win. He got stripped from behind off his knee and out of the back of the end zone. Oh, yeah. So what do we got? WA. What do we got? So WI, Division II rankings. River Falls, number 3. Right there, Jeff.
Yep. Rice Lake, number 2, also a Big Rivers Conference member. We'll see them later on this year. Lake Geneva Badger is ranked first currently in the WIA Division II. It's early. So
It's early.
Lots
so
of changes.
They're going to have to get their act together here to keep that 3 ranking. Back to pass. Massa inside screen. That one goes to the speedster, Charlie Burke. Now we got a flag on the play. That's in the area of a potential hold, Jeff.
Would be my guess. We'll see. We'll see what we have here.
No, maybe it's a face mask on the way by. I saw River Falls clapping. That was Novak's on. Yeah, I think that's on them.
Coach Ryan Schur's
Personal foul. It was a personal foul face mask. So it was either going to be a face mask on the way by or a holding that we didn't see. That one's going to be a face mask. Tack on 15 more. Sorry, Brady.
Yeah, 15 from the end of the run. So
Yeah.
that brings the ball into
Everest territory.
Everest territory.
Yeah, it's fun. If you like offense, you've come to a good one here.
First and 10, Wildcats.
Turnovers will probably end up deciding it.
Yeah.
We'll see if the Wildcats can get one as the game goes on here.
+1 for Evergreen on that, and they converted it into a quick 7 in like 4 seconds. Massa, handoff in the backfield, swallowed up, and a loss of 5 on the play. That play got blown up right from the get-go, and they got in on Tarasavich in a big hurry.
Yeah, right from the get-go is right. It was just a high snap. Tino had a hard time getting control of the ball, and by the time he handed it off, the Evergreen defense was
Right there.
right there.
They were like a pack of dogs on a 3-legged cat right there.
There it is, folks.
There it is.
There
Just
it is,
one
folks.
done. I burned it up.
5:53 in the second quarter. There
yeah.
it is.
But that's exactly how that felt. Meow.
Got a long second down play here. We back to the 3-receiver look with Eli in the slot.
I'm watching the single coverage right here on the near side, Jeff. No safety deep. Massa back to pass. Flag on the play. Headed for Novak, and then knocked down. That was Nevin Poppy giving Novak the business on the far side, but flag on the play. Let's see what we got. Looks like this one's going to be against River Falls and pushing them back, way back.
I think they'll probably decline it. I think it was a motion penalty, if I'm not mistaken.
It is. Do you want to accept or not? They're going to say, now he's going to go over and confer with his coaches. Do you want 3rd and 15 or 2nd and 20? Somebody do the math. It's like they're going to take it maybe, huh?
I guess if I'm River Falls, I kind of hope they take it.
Nope, now they're going to decline.
Okay.
So they,
Nope.
yep, they were thinking about it. Somebody was getting their calculate-us, eliminate-us out in the spreadsheets and the average cards, and they came up with decline.
Penalty against Wildcats is declined.
Well, third and long, I mean, you're potentially in two-down territory here.
Potentially. If you get 10 of it back here,
Yep,
then
for sure.
definitely. So maybe you got scratch up 2 plays in the dirt here for River Falls. You don't have to all get it back all in one chunk with 5:26 to go here in quarter 2. Wildcats down by a pair, 22-20 with about 5.5 to go till the half. Massa, give it to the speedster on the far side, Burke, and they sniff that out too, and that goes nowhere. And we have another flag on the play, and that might be a hold.
Yeah, we'll see. That would be my guess. It certainly was in that territory.
First jet sweep we've seen this year, I believe.
Yeah, and the Evergreens were definitely ready for it. It was a hold. They're declining the penalty, which brings up 4th down at midfield. That's definitely punting situation.
Punt time here. So the wind is at the Wildcats' back here. It's blowing maybe 10 miles an hour from the south towards the north, from our right to our left. They'll be punting with the wind, and out comes the punt team for River Falls.
We haven't seen a lot of. This might even be their first punt of the season. Max Helminiak looks like he's the punter.
In back deep, I believe, is number 18, Nevin Poppy, for the Evergreens. Kick, spiraling kick. If that hits, it's going to get a good roll. Popped up, still rolling, headed down towards the 10-yard line. That'll stop on the 11. Hey, real nice kick there by Max Helminiak.
We'll see if the Wildcat defense can remain stout as they have been the last 2 possessions where they've kept or other than the short one, I should say, where the Evergreens had the short run. But they've done a little better job controlling the run and keeping Bankston in front of them. We'll see if they can do that again.
Yeah, they've made some corrections here in quarter number 2. It's really been a pretty good quarter number 2, except for the one miscue that the Evergreens converted on.
Blake Bankston back in the game as the single setback right next to Logan George.
Pistol formation. George, quick shot over the middle. That goes to their big tight end, number 84, Camden Anderson.
Preston Johnson with the tackle for the Wildcats. Gained about 7.
7. Second and a long 3 for DC Everest.
Gain of 7 to the 18-yard line brings up a 2nd and 3.
Yeah, just popped that, got that tight end behind the defensive line, just lobbed it over to him, and pretty easy 7 yards. This time they hand it off to Bankston. Bankston's fresh. He's got the 30, the 40. Got one man to beat. Preston Johnson, far side, brings him down from behind, but not till after a really long gain. 10, 20, 30, 40, 45 yards for Bankston.
Yeah.
Preston Johnson with a touchdown-saving tackle on the far side.
Another excellent job of blocking by the left side of the Evergreen offensive line. Bankston obviously tough to bring down just by one person, and he was able to get in the secondary and off to the races.
Nose of the ball rests on the Wildcat 30. Xavier Edwards split out here to the near side for DC Everest. Handoff on the inside. This one goes to Reed Frame. He scored a touchdown last time he touched it. This time he bangs it ahead for 9.
Preston Johnson again with another tackle. Like we talked earlier, the secondary just making far too many tackles.
Yes. We had a little period in there of a few minutes where they weren't, and now we're back to that again. 2nd and 1. 2nd and a short 1 for DC Everest. 2 receivers split out here to the near side with single coverage, no safety deep. Pistol formation, handed off to Bankston. He's a banger. He heads it up down to the 7, 1st and goal for DC Everest.
Tripped up by McPherson that time. Again, Bankston getting loose in the secondary, and been a long drive this time for the Evergreens. Knocking at the door.
First and goal, DC Everest. Give it to Bankston, in behind his bigs, headed towards pay dirt. Knocked down at the 3. Second and goal from the 3.
I think you're going to see a heavy dose of Bankston here, Kevin. As they're inside the 5-yard line. Clock rolling, nearing the 3-minute mark.
Want to thank everybody for joining us this afternoon from David Smith Stadium on the campus of the University of Wisconsin River Falls. Kevin Westhouse, Jeff Johnson, Braden Engstrom, Chris Larson, Rob Derry, and Dan Jenkins bringing you the action. That's quite a team.
Heavy right, Bankston.
Behind his blockers and just walks in untouched. And that time they kind of countered it a little bit back here to the near side. They had everybody trapped in behind. He just got in behind the wall and just pranced right in for a pretty easy 6 for DC Everest. Nice run there by DC Everest and Blake Bankston. Good play call.
Yeah, nothing fancy about that. Until the Wildcats are able to stop them, they're going to keep going to Bankston, and they have a chance to go up 2 scores here with the extra point.
Going for 1. Stasiak, the kicker, he's got a nice leg. He could bang one from 35 easy. That's up, and that is through and good. So Stasiak bangs it through. Add another one for the DC Everest Evergreens. Now they take the lead 29-20 with 2:39 to go here till the half. Wow. So let's go back up and let's talk a little bit about the let's go about the rewind. The Bike Off and Roadie Rewind. That's tomorrow. So tomorrow you're going to see some highlights and some shorts, and that'll be brought to you by Bike Off and Roadie, personal trier lawyers. That'll be tomorrow. Also, I want to thank the garage, Bikes and Brews, our garage gridiron grinder. Our board is not that full right now, Jeff.
No.
And we also take help from people at home that want to talk about that. Also, the Sunshine Fun Red Zone. Jen Rivard, when we get there, we'll get that up. We'll have some guests from the Sunshine Fund at halftime. We'll talk to them and talk a little bit about the Leach Insurance Look Back. Every time we get a replay, you get the Leach Insurance Look Back. Thank you, Steve Leach, down at Leach Insurance.
Evergreens back to receive the Wildcats number 0. Charlie Berg, 32. Charlie Rush.
That one goes back. That's going to make the end zone and out of the end zone, and the Wildcats will get it on the 20. Boy, nice leg there into the wind again by that kicker from DC Everest.
Wildcats with 2.5 minutes here. They have 2 of their 3 timeouts remaining, so they do have plenty of time to cut this deficit.
Braden, can I drink this one or with water? You mind? Yeah, kind of a hot day. Got to stay hydrated up here. Thanks, Braden. All right, 1st and 10. Wildcats, boy, 2:39 to go. I think they need a score here. Then they will possess the ball to start the 3rd quarter as well. So kind of a 2-for-1 is what you're going for here if you can get it.
3 receiver look this time. Todd Benedict, number 14 in the game.
Massa, crossing route, tipped at the line. Maybe a good thing that was tipped, but I think number 11, Silas Weber, was reading that. He was going to step in front of that throw.
He was. That was pass. I believe that was intended for number 0, Charlie Burke, who had done a stop route in the middle of the field and well defended by the Evergreens.
Yeah, Silas Weber, that safety from the Evergreens, is like, dang it, that thing was coming right at me. I was going to step in front of it and just tip down. So fortunate for River Falls, actually. 2nd and 10. Aerial attack for the River Falls Wildcats. Down by 9 here as we go towards halftime. This time they'll hand it off. Tarasavich in the backfield. He bounces off a tackle. Still on his feet and now taken down after a loss of 5. Boy, DC Everest came to play today, Jeff.
They did. I was just going to say they're clearly winning the battle at the line of scrimmage on both sides of the ball. Their offensive line clearing big holes for Bankston. Defensively, they've done a good job the last couple series getting inside the Wildcat backfield And here we're sitting at another 3rd and long, and potentially the Evergreens could get the ball back again to add their lead.
With plenty of time. Evergreens was still 2 timeouts, each team with 2 timeouts left, so there was plenty of time. Boy, you kind of hate to turn it over. I'm kind of surprised that Evergreens don't take a timeout here and thinking they get that clock, get it back with a couple minutes, but maybe they'll think they'll have enough time.
Yeah.
Massa, back to pass. Double pump fake, looking long for Novak on the far side. And that is way long and incomplete. Good coverage. And nothing doing there. They go for the home run.
Yeah, this should give the Evergreens outstanding field position here with 1.5 minutes left and 2 timeouts. Plenty of time to add to their 9-point lead.
You bet, Michael. Michael says, hey, thanks, guys, for adjusting our schedules and putting this out here. You bet. Our pleasure.
Helminiak in to punt for the Wildcats.
Wind at his back. Low snap. Fields it. Gets it away. And shanked off to his right. Let's see. That's going to put DC Everest in very, very, very good field position at about the 30-yard line. Jeff.
Yep. That's 29. Yeah, that's one hop the snap to Helminiak, and it just kind of threw the timing off of the whole thing. And outstanding field position for Everest as they try to add to this lead.
They are feeling it right now, aren't they? They see some blood, and they're kind of going in for the kill here.
Bankston, single setback.
Logan George, pistol formation. George received the football. Little delayed counter handoff. Back to Bankston, far side. That's working. He's got the 10, the 5, and pushed out of bounds on the far side by Anthony McPherson. Boy, that little counter play there. Wildcats like a salmon swimming upstream. They all came this way, countered it back the other way. They sealed it off, and off to the races he went.
Yeah, that's a play the Evergreens haven't shown yet so far today. And, yeah, beautifully designed counter play. Got Bankston out in some open space on the left side of the field and almost took it in for 6.
Bankston again up through the middle, getting behind the bigs, bounces off some blocks and walks on into the end zone. And the DC Everest Evergreens have come to play some football, and they're up 35-20 with $1.18 left to go here till the halftime. And I guess the good news is Wildcats got $1.18 to maybe do something yet.
They do, and they will get the ball to start the second half, but that's a big hole to start climbing out of.
Wow.
35 points.
Yeah, there's going to have to be some somebody kicking some water coolers at halftime and waking somebody up, because defense right now is on their heels.
Defense on their heels, and even offensively, the Evergreens are winning the battle on that line of scrimmage as well.
They are. Stasniak, kick another one. That kid's got college leg.
He does.
Smooth as butter. He bangs it through. And 36-20 with 1:18 to go here till halftime. Here in the last 5 minutes, it's been all DC Everest.
Yeah, it's been 3 consecutive scores here since the turnover on the punt return, and the Wildcats had at one point in this game had a 20-15 lead, and it's been 21 unanswered for the Evergreens.
We have some guests coming with us up with us at halftime. We're going to have Allie Larson and Abby Trikel, I believe.
Abby Trikel's already.
No, just Abby Trikel today.
All right.
Just Abby Trikel, solo. She's going to run this thing solo today, talking about the River Falls Sunshine Fund.
She can handle her.
She can do it. She's a wily veteran.
Well, minute 18, 2 timeouts left for River Falls, trailing by 16.
Ooh, that's Evergreen's got to be feeling really good about this first half. Now the ball blows off the tee, and we'll reset it and do it again. Jake Stasniak will be kicking off for DC Everest. Charlie Lesh on the near side. Goes far side. Preston Johnson's got it at the 4. Moving in and up to the 10, the 15, the 20. Looking for a little bit of a seam. Actually, I think that was Burke.
That was Charlie Burke.
Charlie
correct.
Burke. I saw the 0, and I didn't see the 1, and there we go.
Good job by the Evergreen special teams, holding them to a short run. We got a long field to go here with 1:12.
You do have 2 timeouts. Each team still with 2 timeouts. The danger here, I suppose, if you're River Falls, if you put it up in the air, a couple incompletes, do you give DC Everest
Give
the
them
ball one
back.
more time?
Yep, exactly.
Student section, come to life a little bit. Put the beach umbrellas down and come to life. Tina Massa, back to pass, pump fake, looking long. Now he's going to hit his check down, and Charlie Burke just wasn't ready for it.
It's like he wasn't looking.
No.
Yeah.
He did.
That could have been a disaster because the defender was looking.
Yeah. So Tino Massa gave a great pump fake, and pump fake Charlie Burke right out of the play, and then he didn't throw it, and then he came to him on a check down, and he wasn't ready.
Yeah, and like you said, Kevin, this is the danger of throwing up an incomplete pass. We'll see what they do here. 2nd and 10. You just don't want to give DC Everest the ball back.
A lot of DC Everest fans on today. I want to welcome you all here and glad you're enjoying the game. Second and 10. Crossing route. Eli Johnson, first down. Guys bouncing off him, off the big unit, the Iowa recruit. Look at all of that right there, Mr. Johnson.
Yeah, that's a huge play right there. At least it moves the sticks a little bit. Minute left. Wildcats still retaining their 2 timeouts. We will have a chance to score here. Eli coming off the field. Clock ticking under 2 minutes.
Cal Dumont split out here to the near side for River Falls. They'll hand it off. Almost a face mask, but he let it go, and boy, swarmed down by a host of Evergreens is Tara Savage.
Timeout Wildcats. Tara Savage came up limping a little bit.
A little hitch in the giddy up, but he seems to be okay. I mean, he was 3 guys fell on him there, so. Yeah, we have a timeout on the field. Let's go thank our sponsor, First National Bank of River Falls. Let's go to that last one, right? Let's go to that last one, see what we got, Jeff.
First National Bank of River Falls is a proud sponsor of River Falls High School. We've been sponsoring River Falls High School athletics for over 50 years. We're proud to support area students, student athletes, and educators within our schools. Together, we are building a better community, one child at a time.
Thank you, Jeff Johnson, Etel, down at the First National Bank of River Falls. I guess we knocked the dust off that old one right there.
Yeah, that's hot off the presses, that one, with masks and
the whole works. 2nd and 10. Boy, they're playing way deep, giving a lot of cushion. Give it to Johnson. That's 4 catches for Eli this half. That time he moves it ahead for 9.
clock ticking. Not enough for a first down here. Around 30 seconds.
2nd and short. Maybe go for the home run ball now, huh?
Yeah.
Wildcats still with 1 timeout. Massa back. Looking, he's going for the home run, going for Eli. And Eli Johnson turned into a defender on that, loses his lid.
Yeah, really good coverage that time by number 18. That's Nevin Poppy for the Evergreens. Eli's helmet came off.
Yeah, he went from receiver to defender on that, trying to prevent the interception. 3rd and 1 now with 17 seconds to go. 4th and 1, excuse me. It's precarious, right? I don't know. Do you dare
Boy, oh boy.
go for it here?
Yeah, this is a kind of a tricky situation. You don't want to give them the ball back with any time left.
And Everest has 2 timeouts remaining. Stop route. That's a first down. Get out of bounds. Nice passing catch. That's Cal Dumont on the reception there.
Dumont in the game because Eli's helmet came off in the previous play, so he had to come out. Good catch and run by
Cal Dumont.
12
12 seconds. Nose of the ball rests on the 45. We're going to get to really check out Tino Massa's arm here, maybe, huh?
I think we will. Eli split out left.
Try to get a few more yards. Eli, nice catch.
9 seconds left. Inching up there.
Boy, Eli looks like a different player this year. I don't know.
He does.
More confidence, more swagger, very strong. His hands are really. Does he have a drop yet? I don't think he does.
Not that I recall. They're going to him a lot more often this year too, and defense pays a lot of attention to him given his size and speed.
And he's headed to tight end U.
Yes, he is.
Pipeline to the NFL. Think about that. 2nd and 2. 9 seconds, maybe 2 plays. See if they get it for a small chunk or go for it here. Crossing routes, got it. Novak. Oh!
That
knocked his helmet into next week. No flag on the play.
Nothing. Interesting.
We're gonna go back, take a look at that at halftime, Jeff. We'll have a replay of that.
We are. Coach Schurz is hot right now.
Yeah, that was a pretty high hit. I mean, you guys at home saw with the fine camera work from Rob Derry. You saw everything we saw. Timeout. Let's go back and take a look at that right now, Jeff, and tell me what you see here.
Yeah, we'll see if he hit him high or not. Again, Mason held on to the ball. He's got outstanding hands.
It's a hard hit. It was a high hit. I don't know if it wasn't in head and neck area.
Oof.
Close.
Yeah, that looked. In college, to me, that would be a no doubt about it targeting penalty.
Right.
Where
the fact that his helmet went flew about 40 yards is the indication. It was a hard hit. I know that. Referees right there didn't throw the flag. And, in this day and age, too, Jeff, those refs are extra cautious, right? They're usually throwing the flags on those things.
They are.
To try to protect the kids. So maybe that referee had a great look at it and thought, no, that was right in the shoulder.
Yeah, Coach Schurz was about halfway on the field asking the referee for the call. And
hey, we're going for a long field goal here?
It's about a 37.
36, yeah. 37-yarder. By the sophomore, Gavin Carafel is going to attempt a 37-yard field goal with his wind at the back. So that's probably, let's translate that into about 33 yards, huh?
He's got the leg to do it, for sure.
Does.
Timeout Evergreens, trying to ice him a little bit. Coach Schurz wants the special teams to meet up here. We'll see if they still kick. Offense is kind of running over now, so they may change their mind, Kevin.
Yeah. They look into the kicker's eyes and go, you think we can really make this?
They're changing their mind. The offense back on the field here.
So when they asked Gavin Careful, can you make this? He didn't give a strong enough, yeah, I can make it, Coach. He gave him a shoulder shrug and a yeah. That wasn't good enough. And they're like, yeah, we're okay, offense back on the field.
Well, without the timeout, they were planning on kicking for sure, but let's see what we got here. We got 2 receivers in Burke and Novak split up high. Eli Johnson down low. I would assume they're going to throw the ball up to Eli.
Here we go. Let's bring it right into your living room. One play. See if the Wildcats can pull a rabbit out of a hat here. Massa back, looking to the corner of the end zone. Got a man and broken up. And
caught it.
He caught it. He caught it. He caught it. You're conferring.
Touchdown.
Oh, baby. No way. If you stick around long enough, Jeff, you're going to see something good.
Wow. That couldn't have been executed any better by both the quarterback, Tino Massa, and the receiver, Mason Novak.
That's a huge play in a football game. Last second, corner of the end zone. We're going to go back and look at that. Rob Derry all over that over there. He's excited. Rob can't wait
now they're saying incomplete.
Oh, no, what? No. After all of that. Oh, shootsy. Now the coach is out. He's like, how do you say good and now no? Let's get right up in on that conversation there.
Just go to the end zone as a coach and you get your way.
Wow. That's a little controversy right there.
Wow, that changes the whole momentum of the football game, obviously.
Wow.
They called it a touchdown.
After they conferred,
Well,
called it a touchdown.
The Evergreen coaching staff conferred with the referees too. I saw them sprinting down the sidelines to talk to the referees, and obviously he was on that side of the field. That's a huge turn of events, obviously.
Well, let's go back, take a look at that. Here we go. You guys can decide. See what we can see here. So is that Novak on the far side?
That was Novak on the far side. He definitely caught it. It's whether he had a foot in. He only needs one in.
Let's go back, take a look at it again.
You be the judge.
You be the judge. As we say, again, the Leach look back right here.
Yeah, it's too bad we can't slow that down at all.
Let's watch his feet here. You guys can be the judge at home. That's a great pass through the defender's hands. Boy, I thought it's just 1 foot in high school, isn't it?
That's all you need.
Well, then I look good to me. I'll just say it looked good to me. I don't know. Everybody else can judge that at home, but yeah. Wow.
Huh.
That is a Leach Insurance look back. Right there, Brian Senarowski. DC Everest says that's no good. So all right, we'll get it. Let's before we get into some stats and can talk about the first half. Let's bring on Abby Trikel. Give her your headset.
Yeah.
And talk about the River Falls Sunshine Fund. I'm gonna get that. Let's pull her up right. Let's pull up the other one. There's something right next to that. Yeah, we'll just do that one. Let's do River Falls Sunshine Fund. Add another one as well. Talk a little bit about the blooms for happiness. There's another one in there. Yeah, that one. Let's bring that up. Hi, Abby. How are you?
Good. How are you?
Good. Abigail Trikel, River Falls Sunshine Fund. You're a senior this year, Abigail? Junior. So you've got a whole nother year to do this.
Yeah.
That's outstanding. Is this your second year doing Sunshine Fund?
Yeah, this will be my second.
Yeah, outstanding. So thanks for coming up to the booth and talking a little bit about the River Falls Sunshine Funds. I'll just give my version, then you're going to give the official version. But the River Falls Sunshine Fund is basically run by high school kids to help families in immediate need in the River Falls School District. There are a few guidance counselors and other community members that help you guys along, but mainly this is an endeavor by the students at River Falls High School to help families in immediate need in the River Falls School District. I have Blooms for Happiness up. Maybe you have a read for that? I don't know. When you talk,
I do.
Let's go. So it's on your television screen at home. Blooms for Happiness. Tell us more about Blooms for Happiness, Abigail.
Yeah, so we partnered with them this month on a thing called Buds Blooms. And so the floral arrangement, you can pay $10 for the floral arrangement, and then directly $5 of that goes to the River Falls Sunshine Fund to help fundraise what we need to keep doing this.
So I see an address on here. Where do you pick these flowers up? Do you know?
Yeah, it's at 1674 Commerce Court. It's near McDonald's and General Bart at State Farm.
Oh, yeah.
They're open today from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. and then as long as tomorrow from 8 a.m. to 2 p.m.
So then the proceeds, most flowers go to help the Sunshine Fund.
Yeah.
That's outstanding. So anything else you want to talk about the Sunshine Fund, Abby?
We were founded in 2016 just to help a local family in need, and then our mission today is to provide financial support to members in the community facing various hardships like sports injuries or families in need or sickness and death.
Well, good. I'm just going to say right now I'm a huge supporter of the Sunshine Fund. I see the impact that they make on local families in River Falls, and I see how it changes not only their lives, but it also changes the lives of the kids involved in it, including yourself. How has it changed your perspective of what goes on in this world?
It's just really cool to see the little things that we can do that help a lot of people, and it's just really it gives you a look at the community in a different view and the things that people are going through and how you can help them out, if that makes sense.
That makes a lot of sense. So I just want to encourage the folks at home, and you can help support the River Falls Sunshine Fund, riverfallssUnshineFund.org, I believe. I don't have my glasses on, so I can't see the exact address. Actually, I'll pull it up here on the screen for you folks. Hold on. Right. There it is, riverfallssUnshineFund.org. Get up on there. You can make a contribution and help out Abby Trikel and the River Falls Sunshine Fund kids, and more importantly, help out a family in need in the River Falls School District. Abby, thanks for taking the time coming up here at halftime today.
Thank you for having us.
You do a great job. Thank you,
you,
Abby Trikel. Thank you, Abby. The junior Abby Trikel. Jeff, you can give those to Jeff. I'll let you. There we go. think we're good for now, Jeff. I have to just relax here for 1 second. We had that big play at the end, and so here we go, Jeff. I got you back on now. I just turned you down. So I'm gonna go back and see what the people online were saying. Not even close.
Yeah, I've been watching it.
Looks like he's out of bounds.
It's really hard to tell.
Yeah. Maybe someone says he stepped out prior. I mean, there's always that ruling too, right?
Yeah,
you can't go out and come back in, but
we got two different sides looking at it, so they're going to see what they want to see.
Right.
As are we. So.
Yes. Yeah, it's very tough for the officials. I do know that though. When that very first happened, the official did not make a call right away, and he confirmed. He looked up the line away to the other official, who then said, "Hey, no, he was in." But then there was that 30-second of awkward time when they got other opinions, and then they changed.
Yeah, I'm kind of looking at that part of it. The Everest coach, you can see. This is bad television, I know right now, but
we're looking at a replay ourselves here of the after effect of that. So there's some work going on from the DC Everest coaches working refs. But whatever, it worked out for DC Everest. How about that in the end?
Yeah, it did.
Close play.
It was tough, and it's unfortunate. It's about the farthest away we could possibly be.
Oh, Braden zoomed in on
it.
it. What did you think, Braden?
You're probably better.
Let's watch this.
Okay.
So, again, at home, you guys can just keep thinking about it and talking about it. We're looking at the replay here.
And you can rewind it at home too, obviously.
Oh, Braden's got it on slow-mo here, so now we got slow-mos, and they could have came up to the booth.
Got it. Yeah, he was in.
I think that. Yes, it was. Yeah, it looked like.
Is that what you see, Braden? That he was in?
Yeah. So if you look, maybe a side of his foot was on the white line. I don't know.
Yeah.
But Rob Derry, nice job with the camera.
Yep.
Again, you said it best, Jeff. You're going to see what you want to see there, right?
No, as are
it's
we.
It's a 50-50. It's a 50-50. Yep. It's a 50-50 call. So that's the way it stands. It's 36-20 at halftime in favor of DC Everest. That was exciting.
Yeah, it was an exciting end for sure. I mean, there's lots of things we can talk about here at halftime. I think the biggest thing probably is, well, there are two big things. One, that turnover on the punt obviously changed the momentum of the game, and secondly, both sides of the line of scrimmage, Kevin, the Evergreens are at this point dominating.
Yeah, they are on the offensive line. Their offensive line.
Yeah, and defensively they've done a much better job too, and they've stepped up their game. So it's the physicality game is being won clearly by DC Everest, and obviously that's allowed them to score 36 points in a half, which is a lot. Cats have moved the ball effectively at times today. This game isn't over by any means, but they're going to have to come up with some way to stop Blake Bankston, who's just run roughshod over the Wildcat defense.
Hey, Big Mike Johnson's on.
Yeah, the stats app, I am not getting anything at the moment, Kevin,
okay.
So.
Said if Brian Senderowski's near you guys, tell him Joey Becker says hi. I saw him down there earlier, but he's not there right now. Still a lot of football to be played.
There is. What do you got? People buying stuff for you or what?
Back, looking to the corner of the end zone. Got a man and broke. Figure out how to slow that down? Okay, so watch this. Let's go back and look at that. Braden figured out slow-mo.
Oh, okay.
Back, looking to the corner of the end zone. Got a man and broken up. Back, looking to the corner. Back, looking to the corner of the end zone. Got a man and broken.
Yeah, well, and then watch it one more time. Let me know if you see a referee anywhere near there. Not that. If you still can. I did not see one. There's one
up line there. There's a line judge.
Yep, the line judge is at about the 20-yard line, and that's where he stayed. There's one right there. And he's the one that called it a touchdown. originally. That was that
So,
referee did.
yeah. I mean, we're just in conversation right now.
Yep.
But so the guy who was right there called it a touchdown, and then it got overturned from somebody who was 27 yards away.
Yeah, it had to have been the linesman that.
Yeah, said, hey, he might have saw something, right?
Yeah,
very
yeah,
legitimate.
it's possible.
Very legitimate.
It's possible.
So there you go. There you go. Well, it doesn't matter because they said he was out.
Yep. Yep. And Wildcats trail by 16. They do get the ball back here. Obviously, a critical possession to start the second half if they want to get back in this game. Plenty of time, but lots to fix here at halftime.
Yeah. Rob, you do such great camera work. You almost could have came up here for a booth review on that. That was really, that was really good.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, and it's fun too. Like Jeff, like you said, depending on what side you're on, someone says he's running on the white. The left foot was down in the replay. Someone says inconclusive video evidence. I would go with inconclusive.
Yeah,
like
I would.
The call should stand.
Yeah, I would agree,
Yeah,
which
yeah.
is why I'm a little confused why they
They
changed the call. But it is what it is at this point.
It doesn't matter. It's just fun to chat about now.
They blame themselves for a lot of the hole that they're in right now. The Evergreen has just been more physical.
Yes. So the good news for the Wildcats, they will get the ball here to start half number 2. So there is that.
Yeah.
Probably we have a second here. Maybe we should go thank our sponsors. Maybe go down the list a little bit. Start at just start picking. Let's go right there. Hudson Physicians, they're our new sponsor this year. They're open 365 days a year. Go down and see Hudson's Physicians. They'll take great care of you. Told me they get like 25% of their customers are from the River Falls area. So they're over in Hudson, but Hudson Physicians will take great care of you. They're at 715-531-6800. Give them a call for all your needs. Property Executives, Sarah Jenkins. She's a pro over there at 612-703-3944. She sponsors our stats. And we thank you very much, Sarah Jenkins. Also, Riverland Laser, they do the engraving on the garage gridiron grinders. And I want to thank Riverland Laser. And then tomorrow, you're going to get the Next Day Rewind, sponsored by Buy Golf and Roadie. That's always exciting. And, of course, First National Bank of River Falls School starts on Tuesday. And First National Bank supports your classroom. They're over there in Prescott. They're downtown River Falls. And they're on the campus of the University of Wisconsin, River Falls. Proud sponsors of everything Wildcat Sport right here on the River Falls Sports YouTube network, the First National Bank of River Falls, and then the big one, the Garage Bikes and Brews. They sponsor the Garage Gridiron Grinder of the game. Still, the whiteboard's pretty open. We got one up here in the booth today. So there you go. There's our sponsors, and we want to thank all of them. And, how about Jen Rivard, too? Let's get Jen Rivard. Jen Rivard, she sponsors the Sunshine Fund Red Zone. So when the Wildcats do get in the red zone, we give Jen Rivard and the Sunshine Fund a shout-out as she contributes $1,000 to the Sunshine Fund at the end of the season. Thank you, Jen Rivard and State Farm Insurance. And Leach Insurance. We get every one of those replays is brought to you by Leach Insurance. We call it the Leach Insurance Look Back. And I got a cramp in my neck from looking back in the first half. We did a lot of look backs in the first half. Thank you, Leach Insurance. Did your stats load up, Jeff? Or?
Not yet. Working on it here.
Paul Ederman says, hey, hats off to Schurz for keeping his cool, because I'm not so sure I could have. So, yeah, he's pro.
Yeah, I'd say 2 calls, 1 against him. That one that could have easily been a targeting penalty towards the end, which...
That one, yeah. Where the helmet flew off of Novak, I believe.
Yep, which was right before that play.
A lot of football left yet, right?
Yep,
36-20. You make some adjustments. You come back here in the second half and ready to pop some pads.
These things usually even out, so we'll see how the second half goes here. Like we said, real big drive to start the second half for the Wildcats. It's almost imperative that they score here. Trying one more way here, Kevin, to see if I can get these stats to pull up.
Okay. I'm getting a little hungry, but it is 1:30 and I haven't eaten.
Yeah, I just had an outstanding
I'll eat later.
lunch.
I'll eat later.
Go ahead if you want.
Nope. I'm good. My blood sugar levels are good. Not that I'm really watching it, but I know I feel good. I'm not hangry or anything yet, so we're good. might get there. That hot dog smells real good. That the artist is woofing down.
It does.
Is it a pretty good dog? A little crisp to it or not? Is it not too bad? It's good, he said.
Yes. See, one thing I learned this afternoon about the artist is he has his own people to run errands for him. So.
And Braden Engstrom, our producer, look at this. You got the 3-shot graphic going on, the close, the far, the logos.
That's nice.
He's big timing us. Look at him.
He is big time. I can't. On the website? Okay. Okay. I'll work on that. See if I can figure that out.
Dan Jenkins keeping all the stats, getting us directed to him online.
What's the website called?
RF Cats, I think.
Oh, well, see you in a little while, Gary.
Beautiful afternoon here at David Smith Stadium.
Yeah, it's really nice. A few wispy clouds off in the distance, but it's sun-drenched here this afternoon. Not many of these noon games for high school football. I don't know if you've ever had one. Maybe a playoff game. We had a matinee down near Madison, that one against Wanakee. That was like a 1 o'clock kickoff type deal.
That's a game I don't think I'll ever forget.
No, that was a dandy.
So, the last touchdown you had in here, so that's okay. All right. So, and is it in the individual runs too? Like with Tino and how far was that? Do you remember? I'll just get it back.
That was like 20 yards.
20.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Halftime stats.
Here we go. Halftime stats brought to you by Sarah Jenkins.
Tino Massa, 9 of 17 unofficially for about 235 yards and 2 touchdowns. So big half for Tino. Joe Tarasavich, 11 carries, 117 yards, 2 touchdowns. Charlie Burke had the 1 carry for the -2 yards, where he was stuffed in the backfield. Receiving, Eli Johnson, 5 receptions for 72 yards.
Nice half for Eli.
Mason Novak, 1 catch for 37 yards. Preston Johnson, 1 catch, 36 yards and a touchdown. Cal Dumond, 1 catch for 11 yards.
I don't think that's my volume. Someone's got volume on.
For the Wildcats.
I think someone down there in the stands has the game on.
That could be.
That is it.
Yep, that's exactly what that could be. Yep, it's not me.
Me either. Yeah, it is someone down. So you know we got it going on when the people in the stands got the game on.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Get the headset on. You can hear it down there.
Okay, is that better?
That is.
Okay.
Yeah, it's better.
According to these stats here, DC Everest has 315 yards rushing.
Wow.
In 1 half.
That's a pretty good half of football.
Yeah. Well, Wildcats had about 15 minutes or so to try to make some adjustments, and
they're down by 16 with 2 quarters of football to play, 24 minutes to play. And let's go, half 2. Wildcats got their work cut out for them. It's going to make the story better, that's for sure. DC Everest trying to make the bus ride worth it, I guess, huh? Nice half for them.
So far it has been. That's a lot of points to put up in a half. Got the cowbells out here.
No, rehashing and not going to change any play. We recognize that. We just like the fodder to talk about. That's all. Ball is finally ensconced on the tee. So hopefully it holds here for another 1.5 seconds and get the kick away.
Charlie Burke, number 0.
On the near
Charlie
side.
Lesh, number 32. This is Charlie Burke.
Burke's got it on the run on the 13, headed up, return middle, and taken down by a couple Everest Evergreens, including Jake Stasniak, finishing up the tackle there.
Charlie Burke, one of the fastest Wildcats on the team. Good guy to have back returning kicks, but
he's speedy.
Better job that time by the Evergreen special teams, who've done overall a nice job today.
Hey, Lois Ullman, welcome aboard. 1st and 10, Wildcats down by 16.
With Mason Novak in the slot. Near side, Charlie Burke, number 0. Eli Johnson is left.
Quick delayed handoff, but up on the back of Joseph Tarasavich
That was number 8, Jake Ruther.
Ruther on the tackle.
Jake Ruther, 6 foot, 185-pound junior linebacker. Evergreens, after that kind of rough first quarter defensively, Kevin, have done a much better job stopping the run.
Tarasavage gets 2 on the play. Novak and Burke split out here to the near side. Massa, stop route, far side to Eli Johnson, makes another catch. His 6th catch of the game, and Eli Johnson's pretty sure-handed here this afternoon with 6 catches. He's 6 for 6. It'll be 3rd and 3.
Yeah, he is. That ball was actually a little bit low, and Eli did a good job of scooping it up before it hit the ground. 3rd and short. Josh Jenkins enters the game for the Wildcats at the fullback position, number 8.
3rd and 3.
More of a power formation here. Cal Dumont, number 6.
This time Massa will get up under center. Pitch it out to Tarasavage, in behind the big blocks. Spin move, headed towards first down yardage. I think he's got it, Jeff.
He does. Referee stopping the clock to move the chains. First down Wildcats, moving behind the beef of the offensive line, led by number 75, Sam Simpson.
He put his hand on Sam Simpson's back there and just rode him for the first down.
Yeah, still a pretty good job by the Evergreen defense there. They almost had him stopped, but Tarasavage with the extra effort for the first down. Chains move. They keep the drive going here.
1st and 10, Wildcats. Clock runs here in quarter 3. Wildcats down by 16. Once again, Tino Massa will get up under center. Tarasavage in the backfield. They'll hand it off to him. And this time he's going nowhere and taken down for a loss of about 4 on the play.
Again, Schofield DC Everest continues their domination of the line of scrimmage here to start out the second half. Good job by the front 4 of DC Everest.
It's almost like they knew that play. They had those linebackers up in those holes real quick, didn't they?
They sure did. Another negative play for Tarasavage.
Loss of 3.
2nd and long.
This time it's Charlie Burke here way on the near side. Novak in the slot. Back to pass. Stop route. Far side. Give it to the big unit. Eli Johnson rumbling, stumbling. Takes 2 or 3 to take him down. Gains 5 on the play. It'll be 3rd and 4.
Yeah, that's catch number 7, I believe, for Eli Johnson early here in the 3rd quarter. Such a big target, and the DC Everest defense cannot play too up close to him because he has the speed to get by just about anybody here today.
3rd and 3. Now the fans come alive here on the near side. Big play in the early going in Q3. Massa, pistol formation. 3 receivers out. Back to pass. Crossing route. Got big Eli Johnson. First down, Wildcats into Evergreen territory. Boy, rack up some yards. Put Eli Johnson on the grinder list right now.
Yeah, absolutely. I think you see on this drive particularly why he's been so highly recruited out of high school. Size, speed, those are types of things that are pretty rare at this level. Eli Johnson has those things, and he's done a good job of catching the ball and then getting yards after contact as well.
Eli Johnson, they have him listed at 6'6", 230, and he runs a 4.440, something like that, 4.5.
Yeah, and I think he's probably north of 230 as well.
Yeah,
so he's
a couple.
He's a big boy.
Put on a couple since they printed the sheet out. Fake handoff, throw across the middle, caught by Novak, goes up, and to tell you what, Massa was hit as soon as he released that. The ball fluttered a little bit. But Mason Novak goes up and makes the catch. That real athletic play.
It sure was. That ball seemed like it was in the air forever. Mason Novak doing a great job of tracking the ball while it was in the air. Kind of using some basketball skills there by boxing out the defender, catching the ball, and moves the chains for River Falls here. Good drive to start the second half.
Yeah, real good. Down nose of the ball is now on the 35-yard line of DC Everest. Double tight end set, 2 up top, pistol formation. Massa handed off to Tarasavage, trying to work his way back, but taken down in the backfield by Nico Kleinschmidt on the tackle.
That's Kleinschmidt again. He's made several tackles today. 6 foot, 190-pound, only a sophomore.
God, he looks bigger than 6 foot, doesn't he? He looks like one of the bigger kids out there.
Yeah, he looks like he weighs more than 190 as well. So. Big defensive line. James DeBurr, number 97. He's been in on a lot of plays too today. 6'2", 255, number 97.
Tara Savage flanks quarterback Tino Massa. Burke in motion, fake the jet sweep. Go for the home run ball. Got Eli Johnson just out of the outstretched arms. I think Massa maybe just rushed a little bit and threw that timing off.
Yeah, just a little bit. Eli had about a step and a half on the defender. He was open. That's one I'm sure they'd like to have back, but look for him to go back to that play again.
I was going to say they're going to keep that play handy. 3rd and 7 now for River Falls. It's got to be 2-down territory here, Jeff.
Oh, for sure, inside your 35-yard line.
Down
no
by
doubt about
16.
It.
That was my first Booger McFarland of the day.
3-receiver look this time. Todd Benedict is your 3rd receiver.
Massa.
He's open.
Caught! Nice catch! Todd Benedict! Benedict with his first catch, maybe of the season, Jeff. All the way down to the 15. It's a big one.
Yeah, I'd say of his career, Todd Benedict, a 6 foot, 170-pound junior with the big catch and run for a Wildcat first down.
They have him listed as the same size as Kleinschmidt.
Yeah,
I like to stand those two next to each other.
I don't think so.
Those are River Falls Sunshine Fun Red Zone. Thank you, Jen Rivard. She shot the lock off her wall. It's going to be $1,000 to the Sunshine Fun at the other end of the season. There's a tackle from behind, taken down, no gain.
Yeah, nothing doing that time. Tackle that time by Jake Ruther. We've called his name a few times today. The 6 foot, 185-pound linebacker who was able to shoot the gap there and tackle Tara Savage for essentially no gain.
I can just throw another obvious out there. If you're a Wildcat fan, you must score a time here inside the red zone, down by 16.
Yeah, absolutely. You definitely need a score here.
Mm-hmm.
Eight would be nice.
Yeah, not 3 either, I don't think. All right, 2nd and 10. Play action, look out from behind. Got a man, corner of the end zone, Novak. Oh, just overthrown. Had a step and a half on his defender, but the ball just a little too tall for Mason Novak. That falls incomplete. It'll be 3rd and 10.
Yeah, really good play design that time for the Wildcats. They got the look they absolutely wanted, which was Mason Novak in the corner of the end zone. Massa just a little bit long in the pass.
A couple of passes here in this series, just a little bit long on both of them. He's all jacked up.
On what, Kevin?
Can of Mountain Dew. Just one can, because that's not even a 6-pack, just a little bit. That'll get through his system. He'll get that dialed back in. 3rd and 10. More cowbell, please. Everest fans are like, shut this thing down right now. 3rd and 10. Swing route, far side, caught! Tara Savage, touchdown!
Nope.
Oh,
yep, well,
it is.
Okay,
now we're going to call it touchdown, River Falls. Just a little swing route on the far side to Tara Savage, releasing out of the backfield. Massa puts it right on him, catches it in stride, and goes in 15 yards for a Wildcat tutter.
Yeah, if Tara Savage having a tough time running the ball up the middle, but they were able to get him out in some space that time. Nice pass out into the flat. Joe did the rest, and he's got some wheels as well.
Boy, he's got some getaway sticks, doesn't he? Pretty fresh. Little indecision whether or not he made it, and that time they came together and said, yeah, he's in. Going for 2, Jeff.
Yeah, your traditional look here with
We got power right here now. Johnson moving to his left.
Josh Jenkins playing at fullback right now.
Pitch it out. Tara Savage caught in the backfield. Nothing doing there. Boy.
Yeah, they tried to run behind the left side of the Wildcat offensive line, and
Evergreens just filled in every hole. Plus,
they lost that battle for sure.
Yeah.
Lead cut to 10. A lot of ball game left here.
A lot of ball game. 36 is not going to do it, is my prediction. So with 5:41 to go here in quarter number 3 is a DC Everest Evergreens 36, River Falls Wildcats 26, and what is a pretty exciting, fun football game here this afternoon at David Smith Stadium on the campus of the University of Wisconsin, River Falls.
Yeah, long drive that time.
Let's go back,
6
take a
minutes
look at
and
that.
19 seconds for the Wildcats.
Let's go back and take a look at that last little swing pass touchdown here.
Here Tara Savage right next to the quarterback, Tino Massa there. Tino in the pistol. We got a little change here. Yep, there we go. A little nice pass in the flat, and
Then just
really just did it all himself.
Tara Savage, a lot of want-to on that. To the pylon, 6-4 River Falls.
Well, we're going to need to get a couple of stops at least here in the second half, which the Wildcat defense do so far. So we'll see what kind of adjustments they've made.
Low squib kick. That takes a high bounce, fielded by the up back on the 25. Rumbling, stumbling now to the far side. Look how big a number 92. Jack Dvorak says, hey, give me the rock. Finally get to touch that thing, and he made the most of it. Takes it all the way out about 15 yards to the 40.
Jack Dvorak, the 235-pound kick returner on that play.
He's been waiting for that play for 4 seasons.
Good hands, was able to catch the ball on kind of a tricky hop and move forward for, like you said, 10, 15 yards.
15 yards. He got it on the 25. So, again, pretty good field position here for the Evergreens. Nick Simpson says, yeah, nice drive offense. You bet, Nick. Evergreens will stick with what was working.
Bankston.
Hand it off to Bankston. And Bankston bangs it ahead for 9 more. Yeah, I mean, we're just preaching to the choir now, but if you're a Wildcat fan, you got to find an answer. Gain of 8, 2nd and 2. The kid's good.
He's good, and their offensive line is really good. They've done a nice job getting push, and we've had a lot of 2nd and 1, 2nd and 2 situations today.
2nd down and 2. Handoff, far side to Bankston again, gets past the first level. Now he's into the secondary, taken down by a host of Wildcats, but not till after he gains another 10. They never even made it to the ground. The
They
whistle
never did
stopped
get him down.
They did not.
No.
A lot of want-to in that kid.
Yeah, Blake Bankston, he'll sleep well tonight. He's been their
workhorse.
A career game here for the Evergreens, heading back into his former town where he used to live.
You know that number 5?
1st and 10. Oh, wasn't ready. Bad snap. Somebody get on that.
And
now the play is blown dead. We got an offsides call. Boy, that's a late whistle.
That's a really late whistle. That's a big break for
Everest.
Yep, for sure. Coach Schurz isn't happy about that one either.
So the ball was hiked. Nobody was ready for it. It's rolling around in the backfield. And then about 4 seconds later, they blow it dead. Dead ball foul, they said. It's like an offsides call.
Offsides. It was an offsides call on the offense, which
you don't see that every day.
Nope.
A late whistle. So, yeah, DC Everest will take that 5-yard penalty there. That would have been about a 25-yard loss after that errant hike.
Yeah, and it could have been recovered by the Wildcats too. That could have been the break they were looking for, but
blown dead and just a dead ball. Offsides offense.
Well, 1st and 15.
Working from behind the chains. That Kevin said that a lot for DC Everest. Couple man in motion. Logan George handed off. Almost had him in the backfield. Now George up through the first wave, back into the secondary again. Almost got him. I think that's number 19, Thay Dreyer. Almost had him in the backfield. Little tough, though, with that big cast on his right arm.
Yeah, it is. He's trying to tackle with one hand. He did a great job shooting a gap, for sure. He was right there. It's just awfully tough to try to tackle with one arm.
2nd and 8. Boy, they get all that back, plus 3, plus 4 maybe. 2nd and 7, 2nd and 8. We call it 7.
Bankston.
Handoff, Bankston again. Getting in behind his blockers and taken down. It's going to be 3rd and 1. Oh, that was 41 that time. 41 snuck in on us. Reed Frame. Sorry about that, Frame family. 3rd and 1. Yeah, Reed Frame still in the game.
Guessing you're going to get frame again here. Yep.
Yep, they hand it to him. First down yardage. And he needed 1. He got 4. Moved the change for DC Everest. Yeah, they haven't used frame a lot, but when they have used him, he's been pretty effective today, including a touchdown.
He has, yeah. He's done a nice job of following his blockers, finding the right hold. As has Bankston. Now he's back in the game, fresh. Something tells me you're going to see him right here.
DC Everest trying to answer the touchdown from the Wildcats. Back to pass, looking, screen pass, set up perfectly. There goes Bankston on the far side, headed towards Paydart, cutting back, taken down from behind on the 9-yard line. Who got him over there? 56 maybe? Stabenoa on the tackle.
Yeah, Stabenoa hustling from his defensive line spot, making the tackle well upfield. They did go to Bankston that time, except it was a little screen pass.
Excellent play call by DC Everest. Boy, Wildcats were really centering the house there, a lot of pressure, and caught the salmon swimming upstream, got it through that first line, and was off to the races for Bankston.
Yep, they've been creeping more guys into the box as the game's been going on, but hasn't helped yet.
Bankston, far side. He's got a lot of green grass in front of him and just walks in. And what a game. He's having a career this game, is Bankston. Jeff, you could have ran that one in.
I don't know about that.
Maybe, though.
Yeah.
You would have gave it a good effort. You would have had a chance, I think, on that one.
A lot of green grass in front of him.
There was, and 6 more for the Evergreens. We classify that under too easy? Wow, what blocking up front, though, by DC Everest. Just sealed that whole thing off and just walked right in.
Extra point here attempt.
Love this kid's leg. Stasiak.
No good.
Misses it to the right, no good. And his right eye beefing the kid up, and then he misses one to the right, but he does have a nice leg.
Keeps it a 2-score game here at 42-26. You know, Kevin, I was thinking about this. DC Everest last week lost to Rice Lake by a score of 44-17. So that just kind of makes you wonder how good is Rice Lake, who we'll see later on in the season.
And then for other comparables, Rice Lake went and beat Wisconsin Rapids 44-0.
Yes. Yeah, we got a long ways to go before we see them, but that's they're a heck of a football team.
Yes.
As is DC Everest.
They got a nice squad, don't they?
They certainly do. DC Everest seems to have all the pieces. They have a good special teams, which has caused a turnover today. They've got good quarterback who's got an arm, and both sides of their line are so physical, like we said several times today.
Yeah, Blake Bankston might want to get those guys a steak dinner. They're really making some holes for him. Kick headed down to the far side.
It's Lesh.
Charlie Lesh. Haven't called his name a lot tonight other than the special teams.
Yeah, he's made a few plays on defense, but that's been about it. Again, another great play by the DC Everest special teams.
The Evergreens, fear the tree.
Fear the tree.
So when I lived in Fort Collins, the Fort Collins High School mascot is the Fort Collins Lambkins.
Oh.
Like a baby sheep.
Sheep? Okay.
So, and my son went to Rocky Mountain High School, which was the Lobos, and the Rocky Mountain used to give Fort Collins a hard time, and it was fear the baby sheep.
Well,
and 1st and 10.
Time left still.
Stop route. Novak's got it and gains 6 on the play. Pretty simple pass and catch there, and Novak for 6.
Clock rolling here, nearing the end of the 3rd quarter. Wildcats still trailing by 16. Not in a hurry up yet. I'm guessing you'll see that shortly.
We have a question. Did the JV play yet? No, the JV didn't travel with DC Everest.
The JV will not be playing today. They were not able to find officials or a field to play on.
That's problematic.
Yeah.
Back to pass, looking, man cover. Now we're going to go to the middle. Interception. I didn't get a number who intercepted it, but threw it right to a DC Everest Evergreen. And, boy, that is right what the doctor ordered for DC Everest, and Wildcats, their posture right now is not good.
I believe that was number 8, Jake Ruther, with the interception. He was just kind of sitting down.
Returns it to the 27-yard line.
Yeah, Massa was looking downfield. Everybody was covered. He tried to maybe just get one dunked in the middle to his tight end, but DC Everest right there and right into their hands.
Yep, they weren't having it. And another Wildcat turnover. That's their second of the day. And
more good defense.
More good defense. Well, I think I know what we're going to see here as the third quarter winds down here. Blake Bankston standing next to the quarterback, Logan George.
George has it. He gives it to Bankston. Same play, far side, 10-5, touchdown. Blake Bankston, like I said, having a career this game. Is that his 5th touchdown maybe, Jeff?
Yeah, I lost track. It's
Wow, what a play. They go around that left side. They get that sealed off, and there is just nothing but pasture in front of him. And with his speed, athleticism, it's 6 more for DC Everest.
Again, just dominating the line of scrimmage.
Dominating. Boy, I tell you what, River Falls Wildcats is absolutely getting socked right in the mouth today by Bankston and the DC Everest Evergreens. They caught a branch right in the throat. Up and no good. That one is also wide right. Good leg on it, but kicks it wide right. And with 1:10 to go here in quarter number 3, 48-26, DC Everest.
Oof.
Oofda is right. Not a lot of highlights here in quarter 3.
No, and that run by Bankston pushes the DC Everest rushing attack over 400 yards unofficially today.
4 Bills.
And we're still in the third quarter. And I'm sure the Big Rivers Conference is taking notice of this. And
yeah. Probably a lot of them watching today. Not a lot of other games going on, so. Yeah, get a scouting report today by the other Big Rivers Conference teams. Again, I'm Kevin Westhouse, joined by Jeff Johnson, Braden Engstrom, Mr. Chris Larson, and Rob Derry, the artist, on the camera up here. All that production by Braden Engstrom. He's really good on that computer. Hope you're enjoying that at home.
Charlie Burke with the run here.
Burke moves it out to the 29-yard line. Good return there by Charlie Burke for the River Falls Wildcats.
Going to be 1st and 10 for the Wildcats at their own 29-yard line.
Yeah, it's probably one of the smaller crowds we've seen at a high school football game, being a matinee on a Friday and middle of the work day and whatnot.
Yeah, I think if this game would have been played last night, we would have had a different story as far as our crowd here.
Yeah. Maybe the issue is that Wednesday night meal that they ate just wore off. I'm going to blame it on that.
I think you hit it right in the head. That's got to be what it is.
They had that all timed out, right? And then nice cut back, and Tarasavage moves it ahead for 6 yards. Nice run there by Tarasavage.
Yeah, really, really nice run. Jake Ruther once again in the backfield for the Evergreens. Caused Tarasavage to have to change directions a little bit, but gain of 6. At least they got something to work with here on second down.
Positive play. Eli Johnson split out here to the near side. Couple receivers up top. Massa back to pass. Nice crossing route to Novak. We'll see if they give him forward progress for a first down, and they do.
They do.
And it's a first down, move the chains for River Falls. Pretty simple play, but you need a quarterback who can throw a dime, and you need a receiver with good hands, and River Falls has that there.
Yeah, another Wildcat player limping off the field a little bit. That's Connor Bamman, number 50. Still got his helmet on, so hopefully we see him back in. Todd Benedict back in the game, number 14.
First and 10. Keep up the aerial attack. Oh, nice catch from his knee on the far side.
Catches everything, Kevin.
Mason Novak, the human vacuum cleaner. Kid catches everything in the zip code. Get it in his general vicinity and reels it in.
That takes us to the end of the third
Yeah,
quarter.
he's had a real nice beginning of the season, hasn't he?
He really has.
River Falls Wildcats.
I don't recall him dropping a pass at all over the last 2 seasons, to be honest with you, but kind of stepped up his game this year. They're going to him more often.
Yeah. Can we go thank our sponsors? Maybe just kind of run through our list. I'll do a quick read on the on our folks over there at Hudson Physicians. How about that? But then I'm first. Hudson Physicians, the official sports medicine provider of the River Falls Wildcats. Stop in one of our 3 convenient locations for urgent care, walk-ins, and scheduled appointments. Hudson Clinic is open 365 days a year and provides same-day access to experts in orthopedics and primary care. Hudson Physicians, a better way to be treated. Also, we want to thank Sarah Jenkins. Her husband Dan doing all the hard work for this one. He's getting us the stats. And thank you, property executives and Sarah Jenkins. Thank you, Riverland Laser, putting the engraving on the garage gridiron grinders. Also, tomorrow I'll be looking for the highlights of today's game, and those are the Buy Golf and Roadie Next Day Rewind. There we go. Let's go to the fourth quarter. Massa back, going for the home run ball, far side, Rainbow, and intercepted on the far side by number 18. That is Nevin Poppy with an interception, Jeff.
Yeah, Wildcats going for the home run ball, looking for Charlie Burke, probably one of their fastest players on the team. And ball overthrown a little bit. That's turnover number 3 for the Wildcats. And
yeah, you're down by 16. You got to get some points quick, and they go for the home run there and didn't turn out that well. Nevin Poppy with a nice over-the-shoulder interception for DC Everest. Also, during this transition, I want to thank First National Bank of River Falls, proud sponsors of everything Wildcat Sport right here on the River Falls Sports YouTube network. They're over there in Prescott. They're downtown River Falls and on the campus of the University of Wisconsin, River Falls. See those fine, friendly folks at First National Bank of River Falls. Here we go, first and 10. Hand it off to their big unit.
that's number 41.
Oh, that's
Reed
41,
Frame.
Reed Frame. Their second unit, who's also been having a nice game.
Giving Bankston a little bit of a break there.
Oh, we got a timeout on the field. Injury timeout.
Looks like a lineman from what I can tell.
He's up. That's 66, Jeff.
That's Jake Higgins, the 6'4", 275-pound offensive lineman.
Big kid. They've been doing their job there in the trenches, though, haven't they?
Yeah, they're big and strong boys on both sides of the line, and they've definitely dominated the trenches here today at UW River Falls.
David Smith Stadium on the campus of the University of Wisconsin, River Falls. Second and 7. Wind the clock. Let's go. George will hand it off to his up back. I think that's Reed Frame again, who moves it ahead for about 5. It'll be third and short.
That was Frame. Stavinola made contact at the just past the line of scrimmage, and Frame did a good job of keeping his legs moving. Was able to gain a few extra yards, putting him in a manageable third down situation here.
Third and 3. 3 receivers out here to the near side. One up top. Logan George, see how loose his arm is. Rolling out. Now they're going to do a little cross play back to Reed Frame. Little misdirection. And boy, again, that is just a great looking play. They spread everybody out with the 4 receivers. They roll out like there's going to be a rollout pass. Then they do the little counter play to the running back and go the other way. That's a good looking play.
Really good looking play. Yeah, they've just chewed up the Wildcats defense on the ground here, and a lot of them have been right up the middle, but they've gone to the misdirection play about 4 or 5 times at least today, and
it's worked every time.
Worked every time. Yep. The defense looks gassed out there, Kevin.
They're hot.
Looking
They've
at
been
them.
out there a lot today, and DC Everest not taking their foot off the neck right now. And Reed Frame will get another carry. Moves the whole pile forward about 4 yards. It'll be second and 6. Clock is running now, 10:10, 10:09, 10:08. I know we've had these games where we haven't done the garage gridiron grinder. This might be one of them.
This might be one.
This might be one of them.
Yep, I think the
We don't want to. We don't want
might be a little
We don't want to
uncomfortable.
shame the award. Because you know what? We can find a game and do two, right?
Let's try to do that next week,
Yeah.
hopefully.
Yes.
The Wildcats can bounce back as they enter Big Rivers Conference play.
Up in Superior, 2nd and 6. Run to the far side. First down yardage by Reed Frame. Game 7. Move the change for DC Everest.
Clock continues to move with under 10 minutes left here in the fourth quarter.
Let's throw up the garage thing. So we do have the garage gridiron grinder. It's a coveted award. I'm not sure if today was a coveted experience.
No.
So we want to thank the garage.
Should have went to work instead.
Right. Frame again, far side, got a lot of grass. Wildcats get one hand on him. Who was that over there? Is that 16?
Yep, that was number 16, Cal Usgard with the tackle.
Slowed him up. Otherwise, it's going to be another 7-8 yards.
Yep, he might have, or longer.
Right, so nice job, Usgard, slowing that up. It'll be 2nd and 6. Second and 6. Hand it off, near side. Frame again. Frames up another 6 yards and another first down for DC Everest.
Preston Johnson with the tackle again that time.
You know, if you're DC Everest, this is enjoyable. Right? Just running the ball, 5 yards, 6 yards. We've been on the other side of that, and that's a really good feeling.
Not so much today for the Wildcats.
Not so much today for the Wildcats, no. They're on the other end of that. Got a few pine boughs in the face today. Who was that in there? 20.
New guy.
Put in Nathaniel Briggs. Get him the rock a couple times.
Yeah, it doesn't seem to matter today.
He's 5'10", 185-pound junior. He'll run it forward for 5. He's now in the box score. Badger football tonight, 8 o'clock. FS1.
Yeah, hopefully that's a little more enjoyable than this.
I'm looking forward to that. I got some lawn to cut before then. Got some guests coming over that I was unaware of.
That's what I heard, yeah. Good for you, Kevin.
Now I'm aware of it.
Yeah. Happy for you.
My wife is on entertainment committee. I'll be in the barn. All right.
Is that Higgins again? Yep.
Moves it forward, and how about another first down for DC Everest? Nathaniel Higgins and his family, he's happy. His family's happy. They're like, hey, this kid can run the ball.
Nathaniel's got a chance to put this score over 50.
I didn't have 48 on. I knew it was over 40 was the number, but
oh, they're taking him out. Let's see who's going to carry it next time here, Kevin.
See if they go deeper onto the depth chart. Help me out in the backfield.
Oh yeah.
They need somebody. Yep, now they're going to go. They got what they need.
I'll tell you exactly who's going to get the ball here.
30. Is that 38 in the backfield? Robert Clay? 18. I can't see.
I'd say 38. That looks like. Yep. Clay.
Give him a little push on the back. Clay to the edge. Oh, taken down, but nice run there by Robert Clay. Boy, his teammates and fans are all jacked up over there, and they see Robert Clay, the 5'10" junior, getting the ball, and he gains 6. Boy, they must have one heck of an offensive line.
Yeah, they do. There's just holes everywhere. He comes out of the game now, and
the team is pretty happy for Clay.
Oh, yeah. And Nathaniel Briggs back in to get the next carry.
George will hand it off. There goes Briggs again, and this time Briggs taken down in the backfield, or let's call it no gain.
Brecken French, number 20 that time with the tackle for the Wildcats.
Ball's placed down at the 14-yard line.
Well, I'm sure head coach Ryan Scherz will use this game early in the season as a learning lesson, right? Hopefully it's springboard to something better. A lot of tape to watch, a lot of corrections to make, and a lot of things to learn off of this one.
Got Briggs back in here.
Briggs again. I like how the quarterback just hands it to him and kind of pats him on the back as he's going by, like, hey, good luck, son. Go get some. Go get some. Here you go. Pretty casual.
Nice hustle that time at number 9, Max Helminiak with the tackle.
4th and 2.
4th down.
Haven't said that in a while, have we?
No. What do you think they're going to do here, Kevin?
I think they're going to give it to Mr. Nathaniel Briggs.
Okay.
Just guessing. Running left.
I might try that misdirection play again. It's
worked out pretty good for him.
Seems to work usually.
George, pistol formation.
Trying to draw them off sides, it looks like.
Almost a full start. Yeah, they are. Now we're going to take a timeout. So, you know what they're going to do here? They're going to do a field goal.
Field goal to
yeah, why not?
push it over the
Stasiak.
50 mark.
Yeah, Stasiak, I bet he's going to get a chance here. That's good practice for Stasiak, right? He's going to get a chance to kick about a 35-yarder.
Yeah. Yeah, why not at this point? Yeah, this is what you would call a beatdown, I think, Kevin. I think that's not what I expected.
Yeah. Adversity could lead to better things, though, right?
Yes.
Sometimes, what do they say? You have to get uncomfortable before you can get comfortable.
Yep.
Something like that. I don't know.
Yeah, for sure.
Well, this is uncomfortable.
Yeah, it is, and we'll see if
you're a Wildcat fan.
We'll see how they respond next week as we make the 3-hour trek to northern Wisconsin.
Lake Gitchagumi.
Always enjoy that ride home from Superior.
Oh, yeah. Stasiak's going to attempt here a 29-yarder and not before a penalty. What do we got? Someone lined up in the neutral zone. There's a flag on the play.
Oh, it's on the Wildcats, so that gives them a first down.
Stasiak's like, dang it, I wanted to kick that. Can I kick it anyway? And he'll head back to the sidelines. A fresh set of downs for DC Everest. Another coaching moment there for head coach Ryan Scherz. Someone lined up in the neutral zone, I believe. There.
Apparently, yeah.
Takes the ball inside the 10-yard line. Results first and goal.
Briggs in the backfield.
Nathaniel Briggs. Briggs. Boy, he certainly Briggs it, doesn't he?
He Briggs it, yeah. Stasiak playing quarterback right now, too, Kevin. He's replaced George.
So George is on the sidelines, and Stasiak in at quarterback. Said, I want to kick it. They said, why don't you just go take some snaps then, son?
Yeah, just leave him in there.
Yeah. Jake Stasiak, 6 foot, 200-pound junior, in at quarterback. Handed off to number 38, Robert Clay. And Clay was headed towards the end zone, tripped up, down to the 4. Well, this makes for a fast game, doesn't it? When you get these games, no timeouts, running clocks.
Just a bit over 2 hours. Ryder Ergens with the tackle that time. Brings up 3rd and goal from
the 3. Want to thank my great team today, Mr. Braden Engstrom on production, Rob Derry up here, the artist on the camera, and the hardest job today, Chris Larson downstairs on the field, getting a big sunburn today. Thanks, guys.
It's Clay.
And taken down in the backfield.
Initial contact that time made by number 42. That's Cole Dykus, the sophomore. French cleaned up at the end.
Good. I also need to give a shout out to Dan Jenkins. Sarah Jenkins, property executives, her husband's doing the stats for us today. Thank you, Dan. And Jeff Johnson on color. He's the most prepared in the booth. So thanks, Jeff, for all your work you do and helping bring this thing to the people at home.
I wasn't prepared for this, Kevin.
No, I wasn't. I didn't see this coming.
No.
I didn't see it coming.
Nope, not at all.
So here's Stasiak's going to get a shot now from 21 yards. Like an extra point, huh? Snap is good. The hold is good. The kick is up. It is high, end of run kick, and it is banged through Jake Stasiak, and it puts the DC Everest Evergreens up 51-26. Jeff, when's the last time River Falls has given up over 50? Nothing's coming to me right now.
No, it might be decades.
It's been a while. It's been a while.
Isn't it?
Maybe right before
the
maybe like 8-10 years ago. Maybe.
No, that's close to a decade already.
Yeah, it is a decade.
No.
Yeah. So, yeah, that's been a decade already, Braden. That's going quick.
Yeah, if somebody has that answer for us, please let us know.
So, yeah, somebody get up on the chat section. Let us know the last time River Falls gave up a 50 spot. If you get that, and we're going to give you, if you let us know that, we're going to give you a Charlie Cat chicken sandwich from Tarnation Tavern right there.
Yep.
So this is the unofficial Tarnation Tavern Wildcat Trivia. When's the last time the Wildcats gave up more than 50? If you let us know in the chat section, you get yourself one of those Charlie Cat chicken sandwiches down at Tarnation Tavern. We'll let Fred Bard know.
Oh, and they're good, too.
That. They are really good. They're as good as they look.
No doubt about that.
So someone hit the Google box and figure that out. .212 to go, 26:51.
Oof.
That doesn't even sound good.
No.
That hit the stage door left there, out of bounds, and the Wildcats will get it on the 35.
Well, it'll be spotted at the 35-yard line. First down for the Wildcats.
I expect we'll see some of the JV kids will probably be out here.
Let's see what we got going on. I have to get my bingo card out. Might go a little deeper here with 2:12 to go. Some new numbers.
Well, in at quarterback right now we have...
Who do you have? Who's taking some snaps? I can't see who's under center, Jeff.
I can't see either. I'm assuming it's Lane Amadon, but it's number 13. It is.
Given to 23, so Amadon gives...
That's Jamel Lattimore.
Lattimore just refuses to go down, and Jamel Lattimore bumps it forward for 9.
Lattimore a sophomore, Amadon a sophomore.
Oh, good.
Also on the field, let's see, number 33, Devon Fox, a sophomore. So a lot of the JV offensive players are out in the field right now. 28, that's Zach Faulkner.
Christian Loga says 2021 to give it more than 50. Well, here it is. He said October 22nd, 2021. Give us a score on that, Christian. You might win yourself a Charlie Cat chicken sandwich if you give us who they played. Ball on the ground,
the fumble,
kick it around, get on it, and they got back on it.
I think so.
So, Christian, who'd they play on that game? Then you're going to get yourself a chicken sandwich. October 22nd, he said 2021. River Falls versus Menominee, 50-21. There we go.
Wait a minute.
Kurt Muller.
That's not
right.
That's not.
So Kurt Muller says 2016, 50-21. So Christian, yours is still in doubt.
They did not give up 50 points in any game in 2021.
Okay. In 20, so it's 2016, 50-21, River Falls versus Menominee. That could be.
No, I did see that. That is correct, actually.
Okay. All right.
Lattimore
again runs it forward. Really nice job by Lattimore. A nice carry there. Lattimore getting some action and getting some yards. Good to see that kid with some positive yards today. Jamel Lattimore, 5'6", 135-pound sophomore. So Kurt Muller, you won yourself a Charlie Cat chicken sandwich.
Just checking here real quickly to see if it's happened anytime since then. I don't remember.
He says versus Hartford. Well, that wasn't right because we didn't play Hartford.
No.
So that was the wrong Falls, River Falls. So Christian. So I think Kurt Muller's got it. That's number 33, Devin Fox carries that.
Devon Fox.
Devon Fox.
Good to see him out there playing.
Thank you.
Good kid. Another sophomore.
So, Kurt, I'm going to go let Fred Barr know, and you walk in there someday and say, hey, I'm Kurt. I won the Wildcat Trivia on August 30th, and he'll have your name scratched with a number 2 lead pencil on a little piece of paper next to the cash register. It's pretty unofficial, but if you come in and act pretty confident, Kurt, they'll get you that chicken sandwich.
That's just Kurt. No, nobody else tried that.
Right. Kurt, I'm Kurt Moeller. It's like the 4th Kurt Moeller we've seen today.
We don't need any other.
That.
Yep, that is officially the answer as I went back and checked here.
Thank you. It's been a while. How about that? 8 years.
Lattimore.
Again, Lattimore, nice patient run. Moves it up towards first down yardage. It'll be 3rd and short.
And that'll end the game.
That'll do it. That will do it. DC Everest, 51. River Falls Wildcats, 26. A game where the Wildcats, I think, had the lead 2018 maybe?
20 to 15 they had.
And then that was
fumbled punt, and then they scored on a one-play drive. And
there was no looking back for DC Everest after that.
They went on a run of about, 15, 30, 36 to 6 to end the game.
I don't have a lot more to say about this. I think we wrung the towel on this one.
Yep, physicality and 3 turnovers, I think, were the big difference. Big shout-out again to Blake Bankston, former River Falls resident. Played in our youth program several years ago with the rest of our senior class. Good kid, good family, and happy for him that he saw some success in his return to River Falls. Next week, back in Superior, Kevin, for the start of the Big Rivers Conference season, and I'm guessing the Wildcats will have some things to work on over the next few days.
You know, the good news, playing up in Superior this early, I doubt there's going to be snow. So how about that? I doubt.
I wouldn't.
I'm not going to promise
bet
that.
on it.
I'm not going to. No.
No.
I doubt there's going to be snow.
Yep. Yep.
Well, I tell you what. Let's put a big red bow around this thing. Hats off to the DC Everest Evergreens today. They took it to the Wildcats, and they get out of here with a win, 51-26 over River Falls. On behalf of my great team today, Mr. Jeff Johnson, color commentating, Braden Engstrom. Boy, I hope you enjoyed that broadcast today because Braden was a pro over here. Mr. Rob Derry, the artist on our main camera. Chris Larson, field side, took one for the team. He'll be on some aloe vera tonight. And Dan Jenkins on stats. Thank you very much for joining us. I'm Kevin Westhouse. Until next time, everybody. Do you minimize that?